Welcome, guys. Happy Wednesday. Let me just repeat the same spiel I just gave. Welcome. I saw Solomon. Welcome, Solomon. Welcome, Methodius. I like the Seth quote there. And welcome, Liker. Yeah, Solomon says, Steve, you're going to have to redo your banter. Yes. Yes, I did. I got a new lava lamp. You can't really see it. Pikachu's kind of blocking it. But at some point, I'm going to light that up. I was wandering through a thrift store, and I saw it, and it just so happened to be... Actually, I got the box. Hold on. Like, have you ever seen anything more Lucky Crit colored than that? It's like I had to buy it. I'm not even like a huge lava lamp guy, but I figured maybe it'd be like cool in the background or something. It's supposed to like warm up for a while, and I didn't start it, and it's also like not really in view right now. I'd have to change some things around, but someday. Oh God. How is the audio on that? That's sounding a little... Let me check the audio for a second. Welcome, Tristan. Let me do my typical sound test. It's quite... Oh, you know what? I know what I did. Hold on. Yeah, okay, sorry about that. I was recording some footage earlier using OBS, as one does, and I actually increased the game volume, and I turned off my own mic, which definitely set me back here today. So sorry about that. We are getting back into it. Welcome, King Shadow. Solomon says, Pika too thick, looking good. Also, I've finished all 3 routes entirely now. I can rest in peace until Xenoblade 3 comes and kills me. Isn't that coming like any day now, honestly? I've never experienced any of the Xenoblade games. I know they're supposed to be good. I couldn't get over the accent of some of the characters in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, I believe it was. Like Rex and stuff. It just some of the character designs looked really cool. I liked them. Pyra, Mithra, I'm about that. But I didn't really understand why you're also playing the game as like a 10-year-old. I'm sure he's not 10, but you get my drift. I would consider checking out Xenoblade 3. We'll have to see, but I'm probably going to miss the hype on it because I don't know anything about it, and I don't have it pre-ordered or anything. And I still have a lot to do with this. And in fact, I'm way behind on making 3 Hopes content in terms of like guides or anything that I might want to do. Hopelessly behind, in fact. So hopefully we'll get quite a bit farther tonight. I hope the volume levels are better. The problem with this game that I've noticed is like the base camp and support conversation sections, like the audio is quiet there, but when you go into battle, like it really steps up. So unless you're tweaking the audio on the stream the entire night, it's like somewhere you're going to go wrong. Either the game is too loud or it's too quiet in some moments. So I apologize for that, but it does get pretty intense. Welcome, Pro Wolfcar. Liker says, dang, Stevie, I'm surprised you haven't covered TMS yet. Yeah, I actually have not. I own the game. I did that part of it, but I have not played TMS at this point. I will, you know what? That'd be a fun game to stream, I think, eventually. Once this is all died down. There's a lot of things that I would like to stream that are not even necessarily Fire Emblem. So we'll get there at some point. I'm hoping to keep up this, at least once a week stream schedule. Sir Koopa says it's coming this Friday. Yeah, I think I'm going to be behind on that. But you know what? I will actually look up the trailers and stuff because I'm slightly intrigued. Tristan asks, what would be your thoughts on characters being locked to one class tree per playthrough, but to make it more interesting, having more class lines for more specialized units or all-rounder classes? So it kind of sounds like a variant there of, I guess you could say a little bit of how Sacred Stones did it, where you had 2 trees you could go down basically. Which was great. Some characters had more, like Ewan, some of the trainees. But I enjoyed that. I would say with this game, there's definitely like lines that you probably won't take certain characters down. So it's kind of like they don't exist anyway, if you think about it that way. But more specialized classes would be cool, honestly. Because I definitely think there's some areas that they could add a bunch more. Solomon says, if you really can't handle the European accents, all of the games also have the Japanese audio track available. That is good to know. Good to know. Well, anyway, without further ado, let's get started here with this. We could do a paralog. I did put Flayn in the thumbnail, so maybe it would be accurate to do the Seteth and Flayn paralog. But I do want to get into this Chapter 11 map here, because then we can move forward and into Chapter 12, which is the big one from what you've all told me, which I am eagerly anticipating doing. So I think we're going to start here and work our way through. So despite the Empire's newfound brutality, there are yet those who would fight to protect it. They must be defeated before you can press on to the capital. So I would imagine that we're not beating up Ferdinand's dad yet, but I am also eagerly awaiting that moment too. Stevie with the false advertising. Well, see, the thing is, it's hard because like you don't know. I don't know what's going to happen in this chapter. I don't know what character is going to be like at the forefront to really focus on in the thumbnail. So sometimes you just got to guess or like do somebody you haven't done yet. Today ended up being Flayn. I can make it come true later. We could fix this, okay?
Houses Gert, Esser, Locken, and Ox. I can't believe we'll be facing them all at once.
What do you expect? From their standpoint, this is an invasion, and they are the ones to repel it. They fight to protect their homes.
What's up, Danny?
Their families, their livelihoods, just as we would fight to protect ours. We would all do well not to forget that. Be sure to tell those under your commands the same.
Danny says, I'd love to stay, but I'm freaking dying to a fever, so I'll make a soup and maybe sleep early for once. Feel better, my friend. Thank you for stopping by. We'll catch you next time.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Liker says, have another clue. What kind of clue? Sorry, I got distracted here. Trying to tell those of you kinds of same. I'm going to be determinant.
Feeling guilty about this isn't gonna change anything. We still have to fight, and we still have to win.
We have to beat up Ferdinand's dad.
You're right.
He's balding and fat.
This is the only way we'll ever get peace back in Fodlan.
And I don't like him.
There's no turning back now. Not after what we've done. But I don't regret any of it. I believe in the path we're on. The very one that's led us to the battle ahead.
Lasting peace is waiting for you on the other side of this fight. You've got my power to see you through it.
It doesn't matter what any of us say, Boar. You know what needs to be done. We'll have plenty of time to grieve once this is all over. So stick to the plan and don't look back.
I like it, Felix. I like it.
We stand here because we believe in you, Your Majesty.
I see. I'm heartened to know I have your trust. Whenever I've lost my way, all of you have been there to help me recover it.
It's the least we can do. Both as your subjects and your friends.
Methodius says, Blue Lions feeling bad about literally defending themselves via counter-invasion. Meanwhile, both Golden Deers and Black Eagles are just treating it like a picnic. That's true.
Everything seems to be in order, Your Majesty. Sorry, am I interrupting something here?
The pain of being the nicest group of people.
We've just finished. We will need your strength in this battle, Rodrigue.
Yes, we will.
And
Stop
my
leaving.
strength you'll have. Let's show these Imperial scoundrels what a mistake it is to cross the people of Fargus.
You know what I forgot to do again? Amiibo. And I'm playing with the Joy-Cons, which I don't enjoy doing, because I was going to do the Amiibo, but alas, I guess I'm easily distracted. Alright, I'm going to switch controls. We'll switch back later when we get back to the base camp. Alright, that's better. Alright, defeat Duke Gert. Let's see. Ooh, I saw something. Constance and Linhardt. I wasn't expecting... Actually, that makes sense. Linhardt didn't seem like he was a totally exclusive Scarlet Blaze character. But, I mean, we got to do those. I think I'm trying to do as recruit heavy of a run as I can, just to make it like the good ending type of vibe, I would say. Let's see, though. Decrease durability of all enemy strongholds at the beginning. Assign a brawler unit. Begin the battle with allied strongholds stocked with healing items. Who cares about that one? What are these, though? Wow, these are getting, like, really hard to choose, honestly. Well, I mean, we can't even pick these, but, like, I basically have to resort to some crappy things now. I guess we'll do Stronghold Sabotage. I don't really see, like, what else would really be that great there. What do we want to do, though? Let's see. I think we gotta have Dimitri playable. It just seems wrong to not do that. And he's also a Great Lord class, finally, which is fun. We got the Dew. I think the Dew should be playable, too. Probably Shez. And, you know what? Mercy's fine. I think that's good. Let's swap you. I forgot. I guess I didn't change your class.
Have to do my best.
Let's get... I won't throw Flame in here, too. Why don't we?
I shall perform to my utmost.
This seems pretty good, I think. What are you guys saying in chat? Liker says, things get serious when you get to the forest stage. Okay, I don't know what that means yet, but I guess we'll find out. What setting theme would you like to see in a future Fire Emblem game? Honestly, that leak about Vampire Fire Emblem, like, it was fake, but I really liked the effort that person went into making it. Like, it just sounded like it could really work as a Fire Emblem setting. Like a whole vampire hunters and vampires and that kind of dark setting. I think that could work pretty well.
So many noble imperial houses have assembled on the battlefield.
All right, sorry, Rodrigue, we're cutting off your speech here. I am just gonna set this up.
Shall we?
My assumption is we're gonna have to take these. So
Not a problem.
why don't you guys do that?
Got this.
I'll do my best. I'm a little
We must act now, before the worry sets in.
Maybe I should switch. I'm gonna switch these.
Let us see what
Let's
we
be
can do.
mindful about
do my
res
best.
and defense.
I'm a little nervous about this.
I will give it my... Please support.
Begin the operation. Our orders are clear.
Let's begin.
This moment,
All right.
From the looks of it, they're desperate to defend the Empire.
as are we to fight for our home. First, we must make haste and take the main hall.
Duke Gert is holed up in the main hall, but
I must keep training.
60 strength.
capturing strongholds.
You'd love to see it.
Enemy should draw him out.
I really like how the lightning just eats away at their shields.
Easy does it.
Really enjoyable. Oh, that was easy. I just skipped that, sorry. What did we miss here? Okay, well, already doing it. I know better. I've played enough of this game to know.
Strike with all your might.
On to the next ones.
Really love that.
Take a breather.
Atrocity's pretty fun.
Something doesn't seem quite right.
Zero Blazer says, yeah, this stage is weird like that. I'm not sure what you mean, unless you're referring to the Liker thing. Like, is this map actually going to become a forest at some point? Alright, I am not good with mages. Okay. That's better. I
That should put us at ease for the time being.
Here they are.
Everyone's talking so much.
All units, move out and take the kingdom forces down.
I kind of figured we'd see Monica, considering we're in Ox territory. I was going to say, though, over the weekend I played some Scarlet Blaze, and I got to a pretty interesting point in that route, where I actually... I don't know, I don't want to spoil it in case folks are watching that haven't played it, but it's not a big decision. It's kind of whether or not you want to recruit somebody, and it's almost kind of secret at that point in time. So I made a split save, and I actually replayed the chapter a couple times. But there's very specific things you have to do to recruit the person that I'm talking about. It was quite interesting, but I guess you're not supposed to know the first time, because honestly it seems more accurate with the story there's even a cutscene for not recruiting them. We'll have to talk about that at another time. I don't want to ruin it for anybody yet. What are we saying here? That's how it goes on every route, Stevie? Interesting. I guess I'll know better for here then? For this one? But the thing is, like, what's canon then? Because if the... Like, Shez's story makes more sense if you don't recruit the person I'm talking about. Like, I want to play both, but... I mean, we're about to get to a route split in this game, too, once we get to Chapter 12. So,
My turn.
oh, let's capture this.
I'll do my best.
Yeah, it's just interesting.
Let's move.
I'm gonna have to play through some things a couple times, I think, to really feel like I got the full experience. Whatever route you play is canon. That's the nature of the paths. Yeah, but on Scarlet Blaze, they made you feel pretty bad for doing it the normal way. Honestly,
Let's begin.
I don't know. It's hard to do. I'm gonna play to do actually for a sec here.
It's time to move. I'm going.
All right, let's just get this over with. Some characters have such pathetic little, what's the word? Like dashes, like this. Like Caspar.
Grant them no mercy.
In terms of like health, this seems pretty easy so far. I guess we caught up a little with our new classes and stuff. Kind of intrigued by that, but let's not let our guard down, I guess.
The strongholds belong to us now. Still, it all seems to be going too smooth.
They're all over us. I can't stay here any longer.
Join us, Monica. Oh, it even shows the camera on the map. Interesting.
Don't think you can escape. After her, quick!
I've awaited this moment. Felix, don't break ranks.
Oh, Felix getting hot under the collar. Do we actually have to chase her? Okay, let's not do this then.
Remember our objective. We will not be able to besiege the
Oh, no,
enemy
it's
until
closed.
we've captured the strongholds.
All right, everybody get up here. Actually, that's not wise. Okay.
Begin the operation.
Maybe it's not good to start the stream with a, wait a minute, how do we even get over there? That's Manuela, we gotta beat up Manuela today too. Manuela and Hanneman. I was gonna say, maybe it's not wise to start the stream with the chapter mission like this, because it's like hard to speak while I'm trying to figure this out and play not like an idiot. Or less like an idiot. Okay. I guess it didn't unlock yet, so commanding people to do stuff is kind of stupid. Let's just beat up that mage. It's fine. That's okay. Oh, there's a gatekeeper. Well, that would make sense. God. How did I used up Arid Bar already? That's incredible. I guess I've really been spamming. Okay, let's take a look. I guess I gotta beat her up first. I thought we kind of just agreed to not do that though.
There, the path is clear. Wait.
Oh, she's gone.
You've walked right into my trap.
Well, I didn't have much of a choice.
Simply can't waste this golden opportunity.
Hanneman shall have his day.
Restoratives in order.
From above.
Meteors? Tell me we're seeing meteors. Just magic attack. Okay. Well, let's get some folks to deal with this situation.
We must act now, before the worry sets in. Let us see what we can do.
I will give it my. Please support them.
Let's begin.
Are these the guys that just spawned? Hmm. 'Cause otherwise, it's just him.
It's time to move.
Shall we?
Or they spawn these guys. It's very difficult to pay attention to everything in this game.
Begin the operation.
I don't even know.
Our
I'm
orders
just gonna
are
send you
clear.
guys to do
I'll
something.
do my best. Let's move. I'll do my best. I'm a little nervous about...
Not a problem.
Shez is not on the right side of the map either.
I've got this.
I will give it my all. I shall do my part.
Okay.
Take a breather.
Let's play as somebody else. Let's get Dimitri doing something.
We will
Let me check
proceed
in
as
with
planned.
chat. John Smith says this game looks so silly to me. It's, you know what? I will say the Warriors games are a lot more polarizing than I would have ever expected.
We must strive to perform to the best of our ability.
Maybe there's like some level of suspension of disbelief you have to be okay with, like the fact that you can slaughter thousands of enemy soldiers, running around like a demigod on the battlefield and stuff like that. But I don't know, when you get into it, like it's pretty enjoyable. Once you actually like care about the objectives. I should have done that. That was a waste. Oh, there's Linhart.
Now we tighten the net. We can't let any of our units fall before we have them surrounded.
All right, let's beat up Linhart. I see Liker saying go left, but I sent some folks to deal with that. Maybe I should send more.
Shall we?
Let's send Mercy too.
Let's get Linhart.
I want to deal with Linhart,
Are we gonna have to kill him?
especially while I've got to do here. Of course he's running. Constance. King Kryno, thanks for the sub.
Just get in your way and ruin the wonderful strategy you've all thought up.
You blocked Constance's face.
No, is that Constance? Please, let me talk to her. Send in the remaining soldiers.
Ring distance. We'll have to outlast them somehow.
Oh, there's another strategy to initiate. Let's do that before I like completely forget. Okay, hold on. A lot of stuff is happening here. All right, they're engaging there. That's fine. These two are not going to have a fun time over here, it looks like. I'm probably going to have to swing back and help them. What are... Oh, yeah.
We will proceed as planned.
I did tell you to do this, but I'm changing my mind now.
Operation.
Let's help them out. I wish I had a warrior gauge turned up.
Wary of a nobody like me. I hardly deserve to be here at all.
You've gotten this far? That persistence is honestly exhausting.
Constance, is that really you?
All right, that's better.
Mercedes, to think we would be reunited here of all places.
That was nice. I like that
I
moment.
won't ask you to switch sides, but maybe we could stop fighting at least.
You could have said as much before you beat me up. You're all cruel, you know that? But fine.
I like that moment. I was trying to break his shield before he attacked me. He was charging up his little pounce there,
We will raise the city.
but we had the last attack, so that was nice.
How dare you threaten our lands, Fargus worms?
Why are you taking my bases, bro? Okay. As per usual, we're back to a million things happening at once again. So, I think... Oh, there's Constance, too. Mercy wanted to talk to her. Maybe I should have Mercy go over here. Just
Let's give it a shot.
for lore purposes. I'm going to switch to Shez probably and beat up that guy, though. However, I do need to have somebody going over
We will
here.
proceed as planned. We must strive to perform to the best of our ability.
All right, let's
When will it ever end?
try to clean this up quickly. Liker says best switch over to Shez. All right, we will do that.
A large step forward.
I can go.
I've awaited this.
My turn?
We are supposed to be defending the strongholds, aren't we? We're gonna have to take those back. They're really spreading us thin today, huh?
Begin the operation.
Why don't you go begin the operation here? Ooh. Ooh. I was trying to just break the shield, but get a little too hurt.
Yeah, not bad.
Let us take this stronghold.
Hey, he's still going. Ooh, I don't know how I didn't get hit with that. I totally deserved to get hit with that. I got way too greedy on the attack. Like that. I really was just trying to... Okay, Mercedes. I just need to get rid of this guy. Thank you. It's incredible how, like, rusty you can get after just not playing for, like, 2 days. Rodrigue. Oops. That's not what I should do.
Come. Let us.
All of them. Just back to back to back. Heal yourselves. But it's scary because it's not even like is in trouble. I guess I probably missed those messages earlier. It's just all nearly routed. Just choosing to not heal themselves. There's Ash's turn now. You're not even... There's nobody even there anymore.
Do my best.
Oh my god, did they all run there?
I'm a little nip.
Let's begin. It's time to move.
I will give it my all.
Get to the middle quick, beat up the... Like her. Make up your mind. Alright, there we go.
I'll do it.
Allow me.
That's too close for comfort. I refuse to die in a
Oh
place
god,
like this.
jeez. Look at this mess. Ugh. Okay, I need to do this a couple times. Oh my god, I didn't realize you could get hurt doing that. That was foolish. Okay. This is scary. This is really scary.
You won't stop.
Alright. Well, that solves the problem.
They have the numbers. Above all else, we must protect His Majesty.
Please, let's stop this. I could never bring myself to kill you.
So the goddess wishes me to suffer even further embarrassment.
Alright, let's clean up this mess. How are we doing so far, though? We got her way too much already, but that's okay. You're doing okay on enemies, though, surprisingly. I really quite like Flame Whirl Kick.
I'll hesitate no longer.
John Smith says, you look like you're a feather duster and those guys are just dust and dirt. I like that. I came here to kick ass and chew bubble gum. And I'm all out of gum. Alright, they keep taking back our stuff, though. Actually, no, we didn't ever take this one, did we?
It's time to move.
Let's get that
We will
going.
proceed as planned.
We need to get the other ones going. But maybe we have to do left side first?
We must strive to perform to the best of our ability.
Because I don't really see, unless there's a gatekeeper here, I'm not understanding. Let's get that going.
Shall we? I'll provide assistance.
I think that works. Yeah,
The
yeah.
time has come to remount our attack on the main hall. Lucia will see my territory invaded. I cannot suffer that to happen.
Oh, can we not get in over here? Oh, we can't get in over here. I'm stupid.
I've awaited this moment.
Okay.
Let us crush their defenses.
You know, a purple pot would go a long way right about now. Oh, there is one of these. What am I missing here? We already have people with no heals left, Stevie. I can taste the imminent deaths. Hey! Yeah, how are we out of heals already, huh? The AI is playing poorly. That's the problem.
I refuse to hold back.
I'm scared tonight. I mean, it helps when you could just do that, really, I guess. I guess that's what forging Eredbar does.
He's blunted after all. Forgive me, my dear Monica.
Sorry, Monica.
Father, no! You didn't have to.
We're gonna have to kill Monica now, too? Or is she gonna
My
flee?
mistake
She'll probably
led
flee.
to my father's death. I shall have revenge.
How do you guys feel about Monica? I think I don't mind her character at all. I'm really glad she's playable in this game, but I do think it's a little bit of kind of a wasted opportunity for her to just be like her main personality quirk being like an Edelgard simp. It makes sense on some level because she was rescued by Edelgard, but I just kind of wish there was like a little bit more to her. And maybe there is, to be fair. I haven't seen like all her supports or anything, but it kind of seems like that's her defining personality trait.
She got the better of us before.
Something about just
Not
Monica.
this time.
I don't know what you guys are saying.
Oh dear.
Okay, okay. I don't like this.
Shall we?
I won't watch her die. Let's go, Hanneman.
I feel like I'm getting hit tonight without even... Maybe I'm just distracted. Oh, now those are open. Of course. Of course. I don't know why I did, I forgot to give him an order. Okay. This is, yeah, this is a mess already. I'm sorry, guys. This...
Please support them.
Maybe I should have started with the normal map. I thought I was like doing something good by cutting out all the rest of the chapters and me replaying that stuff, jumping right into the main chapter mission, but
Not a problem. I've got this. Not a problem.
Okay, yeah, keep that.
We must act now, before the worry sets in.
I don't know where to send you,
Let us
Rodrigue.
see what we can do.
I'll do my best. I'm a little nervous about.
Begin the operation.
Let's have you go here.
Our order
For calm has passed. Who knows what I may do now?
Does she have like... That's not what I wanted.
I appreciate that.
I don't know, I feel like I'm getting residually hurt like someone has counter or something, which is... I don't even think that counters in this game like that. Disencounter, I think, is called something and does something like that, though.
Not bad at all. I'm starting to like this. Shall we? Let end like this. I'm alright.
Seize this moment. I refuse to hold back.
Just gonna get rid of you right here.
You won't.
Just leaving her body in the corner like that. It's fine.
I won't.
Alright, what's going on here? Do we have any pots? Anything fun going on? There is a purple one in the middle there. I will go get that.
Isn't over. We must
want
prepare
that.
for our next maneuver.
Shall we?
Why don't you guys go take on Manuela?
Let's give it a shot.
We will proceed as planned. We must.
begin the operation. Our orders are
We must act now, before the worry sets in.
Might be time
Thank
for
you
this.
for the help. I should be okay now.
can't
I will give it my all.
take much more of this. Someone help!
You guys are getting too hurt. Let's, oh, actually, I can't teleport. I could have teleported before, and that was foolish. Sorry.
This should help me.
And then when I play Shez and I don't play Shez, I forget about his little ZR
So dreadful to see a familiar face across the battlefield.
teleport.
That said, I will not back down.
Get my feet back under
Why
me.
aren't you with us, Manuela?
So you're an Imperial General now, Professor Manuela.
Oh, God. Oh.
Let us crush their defenses.
Cinnamon, you're looking a little worse for wear. Let me heal you.
Are you?
Never be too careful.
That would make sense.
If she keeps healing like that, this battle will never end. Let us deal with Manuela first.
Ash, how are you nearly routed when nobody is doing anything near you?
Can't take much more of this. Someone help!
I must fight against some of my students in order to save others. These are troubling times we live in, indeed. Not just yet.
Not gonna heal you this time.
That I crossed blades with Professor Cinnamon.
No! No! Come on! Alright, forget this. Dang it. Come on. That's not fair. That was rude.
I must thank you all the same.
I thought I could cheese it. Thought I could get through it. Now I'm angry. Ash, come on.
I will give it my
Get a
all. I shall
life.
do-
Stop getting hurt.
Shown such bravery. I must persevere as well.
Animism is an endless loop. Yeah, sorry, Liker. I wasn't looking at chat for a moment. I really thought I could do it. I thought I could cheese it, get through it, but
Back under me.
they weren't gonna let that happen.
There's still
alright.
so much I want to do in life. I have to withdraw.
I'm glad you're not dead. Now I make meatloaf out of them.
I may have one foot in the grave.
Alright, let's get somebody who can deal with this. Actually, I guess I can. Let's get the rest of you guys going.
But I insist I keep the other out of it for the time being.
They made a very formidable duo.
Just make an adjutant, Ash and adjutant. The whole point is that he's supposed to be helping. He's just doing a really poor job of it.
Kill innocent people. And you're shameless enough to claim you're on the side of justice.
There he goes again.
Alive. Let's give things to try.
Let's just do that. Why don't we? What's up, Browser Gaming? And we need to get that chest, actually. Let's get somebody to go do that.
I will give it my all.
Maybe Flame.
Let us die. In my hometown.
Even Dimitri is quite hurt still. With no fun toys to play with.
Seize this moment.
That still hits you. Oh, okay. I should have learned my lesson last time.
Shall we?
Just doesn't seem like it would be able to hit you when you're up in the air like that. And now I need Flame's heals.
I will give it my all.
This is a poor display. I apologize, guys. He's not helping when you make him fight at weapon triangle disadvantage. Listen, he wasn't before, and he was dying, okay? He had a chance.
There, we've done what we can.
Just did that for 2 seconds.
Isn't it time for you to come out already, Duke Gert? A general ought to seek vengeance for his subordinates.
Ooh,
Be
helps.
careful what you wish for. I've quite a lot of deaths to avenge by now.
All right. There we go.
Duke Gert is essential to our empire. He must be protected at all
I
costs.
kind of went the long way, but I really didn't have much else to do. Hymir. Maybe I should.
I see they're putting up one last.
Let's deduify them. Why don't we?
How ironic. My territory has always strived for peace, and it's the first claimed by the flames of war.
What is even Ash's personal? He does the big target that shoots wind and juggles a bunch of guys. It's like kind of interesting, but it's not that good if you ask me. Then again, I haven't like upgraded it yet or anything. I'm scared tonight. I'm just spamming my warrior specials when I can. I don't want them to hit me. I'm taking like a little too much damage already. Oh my God, hello. Can we get you all in a row? Not even breaking shields anymore. Okay. Should have done that. Gary says, I won't be able to get this game until August and the wait is killing me. August is almost here, my friend, unfortunately.
I will carve a path for His Majesty.
Nice work to do. I'll have to try even harder if I want to keep up
I want
with
you
you.
done. All right.
I can go.
All right, who's dying? Ingrid?
I will give it my all.
I can't even tell what's happening. See that one coming? All right, this is a poor display. We're gonna. I'm gonna get better after this, okay?
I will please
Wait.
support them. I
Wait,
will
wait,
give
wait,
it
wait.
my all.
We're out of heals. We are out of heals. I could run. I could run all the way over there.
Shall we?
Right, because you can't anymore.
Come with me, everyone.
Yeah. I think. I don't think I gave Rodrigue heals, did I?
Before
I
the
did.
worry sets in.
I did not.
We must strive to perform to the best of our ability.
I think I have to flee.
The enemy's really serious about this. They're sending it.
Where was the other one?
And so many soldiers.
Straight down. I see it.
Stay calm.
This is as far as we go. Forgive
Stay
our
away.
weakness.
Okay.
No,
All right, where's the priest? Literally. Oh, wait.
Let's begin.
Why is that a target now? Oh, I didn't beat Viscount Hymir? I literally thought that they said like good job to do, but I guess that wasn't for that. Holy crap. I thought I was done with that. Or where's that priest? Or did I just completely miss that? Did they like heal him or something? I don't even know what's going on anymore. All I know is, where is Shez? Oh, the priest is here. Okay. Oh, I don't want you to do any healing or anything funny, so I'll turn you into sashimi and be done with you. Beating Hymir is a mission, right? Yeah, I guess I'll switch to 2.
I'll do it.
I thought you were dead. I really thought you were dead. All right. That's pretty close. I got it. I snuck in for that little last tap there. Final love tap. Is that good healing magic or is that evil green magic? I can't tell. Oh, we got some Twitch bots today. I didn't even tweet out that I'm streaming. I'm just really unprepared today. Sorry, guys. Remind me to tweet that out after this. Okay.
I must protect the Empire.
I apologize for that awful display that you just laid witness to.
To be honest, I'm not sure how much more we can endure. We've taken the main hall.
What have I missed here?
Victory is ours, Knights of Fargus.
Solomon says, Bot-kun, are you being naughty? Wow, we actually beat it within time. That's crazy.
I've got this.
54 magic. She is strong. RIPS rank, says Sir Koopa. I took way too much damage, like even early on. It's okay. I knew we weren't doing that. But that's okay.
I'm glad to be of use.
No, this is not my peak.
Iced Coffee Gaming says, is this fresh save maddening? Sorry, it's not. This is still hard mode. I've not beaten the game yet. I know. Trust me, I know. Everybody's long past this point. But since I decided to stream it, and I've been a little bit of a completionist with trying to do like S ranks on everything and stuff, it's taken me forever. I should probably not care about that, but, you know, it's hard not to. Aurora Shield's pretty cool. That's like the IOT's shield of this game, I guess. I don't think that was in 3 houses, right? It's not familiar looking. I could be wrong, though. Linhardt, Dark Bishop, and Gremory Constance. We have so many characters already, there's no way that they're getting touched, unfortunately.
The enemy fought like they were possessed out there. One wrong move and we'd have been finished.
He's not wrong.
Imperial nobles will battle to the bitter end to protect their homes, just as we would. I suggest you get used to it. Everyone we face from this point forward will strike at us with the same vigor.
I guess it's kill or be killed, huh? It's exhausting just thinking about the road ahead.
Do not complain. We are only doing this to restore peace to Fodlan, remember?
I can't say I blame you for worrying. This is a difficult campaign in every sense of the word. For one, the unfamiliar terrain greatly favors our enemy. And however noble our cause, the guilt of invading our neighbors will always weigh heavy on our minds.
Be that as it may, we can't turn back now. If the kingdom and empire cannot coexist, then there is no other choice but to fight.
He's right. We all know what'll happen to Fargus if we just sit back and let Adrestia do what they want.
So you all grasp the gravity of our actions, yet choose to march
Sorry.
on regardless.
No, I turned on the pog
It
face.
seems our rising lords have grown even stronger than I thought. The future of Fargus is a bright one indeed.
I gotta have better commands.
For now, all we
I just
can
tweeted
do
it
is
out
commend
finally.
our soldiers for delivering us a valiant triumph, and of course, bid they continue the march. When the sun sets on this war, only our king will be fettered by the vile moniker of invader.
Don't put this all on him.
And it will fall on you to support him through it, Felix. You understand, yes? That is your duty as the Shield of Fargus, and descendant of the hero Fraldarius.
obviously.
Oh, Rodrigue, you're up late.
Ah, yes. Preparing strategy proposals for tomorrow's War Council. The more legwork I can do in advance, the smoother the process will go, thus lessening the burden on His Majesty. Even one as strong as he would collapse from overwork were all our council's an unchecked slog.
He barely sleeps as it is, right? Sometimes I see him face down on his desk. I guess catching what little shut-eye he can.
Yes, he reminds me of the late king in that sense. Lambert too ascended the throne at a young age. Too young, if you ask me. And struggled greatly to adapt to the many rigors of governance.
Let me just catch up with chat here really quick. Methodius says, now go play the Paralog for Flame, Sedith, and Rhea. All right, we will do that once we do some monastery, some base camp stuff. Solomon says, I ordered something on Amazon like 4 weeks ago, and it's still not even here. What was it? Prime Day wasn't 4 weeks ago, right? That was closer. Cyril is good says, dang, people forcing Stevie around.
Guess you two knew each other a long time then. I'd heard you went to the academy together at least. I've got to ask, is Dimitri really that much like his dad?
Methodius.
You would hardly be able to tell them apart were they in the same room now. Though Lambert did have a somewhat shorter temper. Still, they're birds of a feather compared to my son and I. The two of us are as different as the blackest night and the brightest day.
I feel like they're kind of similar in a way. Tristan asks, now that some time has passed and you've had time to think on the time-traveling Fire Emblem game, have your thoughts changed for better or worse? If you're talking about Toothpaste Chan, that leak, to be honest, it hasn't really changed much for me. Time travel could be an interesting element if done properly. I feel like a lot of things are kind of diving into that now, and multiverses and stuff like that. It could be fun. There's a lot of potential there, especially going back and finding Marth in the battlefield or something like that, or even if that was DLC. There's a lot they could do if that was the anniversary gimmick for that game or whatever. Toothpaste Chan has not really grown on me, and I would hope that the character graphics do get improved as far as, the portraits are kind of very samey. I don't know. I would be hopeful though, because with 3 houses, it was a complete new step and direction, and I liked it. And with Warriors and Warriors 3 Hopes, I've liked it. So I think they have a good sense.
I don't know. I think you're pretty similar.
What's up, Blue Mage?
You're both the first to take the initiative when something important needs doing.
That's enough to make this old man's cheeks burn. Make sure you share that opinion with Felix as well.
Which cheeks?
I suppose he is quite like me.
Upper or lower?
Mostly in ways I'd
wait.
hope to avoid.
Meaning
Can you repeat yourself?
He can't live without some great purpose in life urging him forward. There is no peace in such an existence. I know, because I'm the same way.
So you are the same.
As Lambert's right hand, I devoted every waking moment to serving him, supporting him. And when he was lost, so too was my reason for being. I had no choice but to search for something else to propel me forth.
The bottoms, yeah.
In the end, and after much consideration,
Rodrigue's
I
cheeks.
chose to devote myself anew to Lambert.
There's something funny about that.
Seeing through the promise I had made him.
And what was that?
That should his son ever lose his way, I would be the one to set him back on the proper course. But I won't be here forever. Thankfully, His Majesty is blessed with friends like you. Ones who are willing to ease the immense burden on his shoulders.
Funny. I feel like Dimitri's been helping me this whole time, not the other way around. But it's all a give and take in the end, right? You've done more than your fair share for me too.
I'm glad to hear that, truly. But to be frank, My own shortcomings have grown alarmingly clear of late. It's not enough to simply stand by his side and support. He needs someone to grab his hand and pull him in the right direction.
And you don't think you can do that? Even with Gustav's help?
At the end of the day, he and I are nothing more than His Majesty's retainers. We cannot view Foglin through his eyes. But you stand on equal footing with him as a trusted friend. Such a bond is a rare thing indeed.
Dimitri's my leader, yeah, but he's a friend first. Probably helps that I'm not in the nobility.
Is that the root of it, I wonder? If I recall, you were born in Alliance territory, yes?
Yep, in a remote mountain town off in Ordelia land.
Ordelia
Honestly, I
land.
Don't remember much more than that.
Sounds like a theme park.
And with this weird power and all, it's hard to say for sure where I really came from.
Well, if you ask me, those things, your background, your abilities, don't matter much in the end. I can't blame you for being curious, of course. But we haven't put our faith in you because of whose child you are. The relationships you've built in your time here transcend whatever blood may flow in your veins.
Huh, what a wonderful human being. A true man of character.
Anyway, seeing as you're here, I was hoping you might be willing to share some of your wisdom with me. I would love to know a mercenary's thoughts on the proper location to stage an ambush, and where in that position our archers should take up posts.
Now we're talking. Let's see.
All right. Am I tripping? Hold on. Before I forget, was there not a moment earlier in this game where somebody did the Willem Dafoe line, I'm something of a blank myself? Didn't that happen? I feel like that happened, but I could be tripping. Chapter 12.
Azure Gleam, a trick of the goddess.
Don't trick me, please.
Central Adrestia is soundly defended under the command of Regent Ire. However, attacks from the Kingdom and Alliance erode the Empire's defenses in both the east and west. Amidst all this, General Randolph enlists a certain mercenary company to Adrestia's cause. Their forces stand to defend Hevring territory, the Empire's final bastion in the west.
Hevring territory.
Let me get
without
this straight.
Linhart.
If they break through Hevring land, there'll be nothing to stop the Kingdom's army from rolling straight to the capital.
That's right. The seat of Hevring's power, Mazgus, lies east of here, past the bottleneck in the Agma Mountains. It's essentially on Invar's doorstep, the western gateway to the seat of power. Count Hevring and his men will make their last stand there. That is, if the
Good night,
lines
Browser.
of Farkas
Thanks for tuning
get
in.
Through us first. And of course, we will make every possible effort to defeat them, for whatever that's worth.
Poor Randolph.
Never a good sign when you're calling something your last stand.
We're gonna have to kill him, aren't we?
Indeed. And we've lost far too many of our most formidable generals, including Marquis Vestra.
Wasn't that your own dudes that killed him? Wasn't that Hubert who killed him? Huh?
I've not the slightest idea what's befallen our forces at the capital, nor in the east for that matter.
Don't act like that was a military loss.
The whole army's been feeling a little off lately. Thankfully, you and your squadron still have your heads on straight.
It's a sad state of affairs out there. Hardly any dependable leaders remain.
Sir Koopa says, honestly, would people care if he became playable, LOL? I think Randolph is pretty cool. I'd like Randolph, honestly.
Instead, we're
I'd
left
take
with
him.
those who take pride in senseless looting and slaughter, or compete to see who can reduce more villages to ash.
Look at his cool red armor.
Each and every one of them handpicked by His Excellency, the Regent.
Yeah, Black Fang, they're not implying that Hubert died off screen, though, right? That would make no sense. They have to be talking about his dad, unless I'm just completely way off. But why would they do that off screen? Wouldn't we have a hand in doing that?
Are you sure you should be spilling secrets like that?
It's all right. I'd like you to have the full picture.
Wait, what secret did we just spill? Oh. Pooping on Ferdinand's dad.
Your company holds the key to victory in your hands. And with it, our very lives. Oh, but keep all that under wraps if you would. It would bring the morale of my troops crashing to new lows were that to get out.
Usually mercs are backup for an army, not full-on replacements. But it is what it is.
Jonathan Rio says, Hubert was the Marquis Vestra. Yeah, Hubert is dead. Are you serious? Hold on. We're going back here. Rewind. Why would they do that off camera? Really? I get that, you know, Edelgard got taken over by Talus, right? And she was like a brain-dead puppet. So I guess Hubert's kind of useless, or maybe they would get rid of him themselves or something. But that's kind of a big moment to not see anything about and just have it be a throwaway dialogue line. I guess you're right. Wow. They're really having a rough go, huh?
In any case, we'll get the job done so long as you're paying.
Geralt, should I perish in this fight, you can consider your contract terminated.
That's a creepy...
You'll be free to stop supporting the Empire in its foul descent into depravity.
It's like he knows that he's gonna die. Spoken a little too much.
Randolph.
Close your eyes, Fleisch.
I have to say, I'm still not used to this new look of yours.
That makes two of us, but it will bother me less once I'm on the battlefield.
If you say so. With the war and the state it's in, the kingdom is throwing everything they've got at this thing. I don't know if it's that or something else, but I've got a bad feeling. So watch yourself out there.
I will. You do the same.
Oh, right. I've been meaning to give you this. Never used to be without it. Cuts like a dream. I want you to have it.
That explains that sword.
Swords like this are given to captains of the Knights of Saros, and mine was just collecting dust in the band's convoy.
That's right. Alois mentioned you used to serve there.
That was a lifetime ago. I don't plan on swinging this sword ever again.
But are you sure you want to give it away? It must be quite special to you.
GG says, it's hard to believe that this is the personality that wooed all 20-plus students at Garreg Mach. I don't know what you mean. Isn't she charming?
I'd be happiest seeing you get some use out of it.
Thank you. I'll do that.
Be good to it, all right?
What's there not to like?
The general opposite us is a man by the name of Randolph. I hear tell he's related to the Empire's Count Burgleys. To complicate matters further, he's hired Gerald's mercenaries to assist in their fight.
Them again, huh? Can't say I'm surprised.
The Imperial army has gathered their forces in Hevring territory, with said mercenaries composing the core of their offense. I expect they'll engage us in the woodlands, an ideal location for the guerrilla warfare they specialize in.
Then we'll have to look out for traps and ambushes as we advance. More than usual, that is.
Okay.
They're placing a great deal of faith in Gerald, trusting the front lines to his company.
Perhaps there are no other generals for them to rely on.
This is our chance then. We'll be in a great spot if we can land a decisive blow on the Empire.
Absolutely. They're bound to start feeling the heat over in Enbar once we get a solid foothold here in Hevring territory.
Yes, and the enemy is surely well aware of that fact. No doubt that's precisely why Geralt is among their ranks.
He and his company are incredible fighters. But there's more to it than that. They also have immense discipline. As long as they can afford the cost, I can see why the Imperials would trust them over some of their less experienced generals.
I didn't expect us to be facing them again so soon. We had best be ready. Though truly, I wish we could fight alongside them for once instead.
We can't keep letting one mercenary mess with our whole army. So just watch. I'm gonna take that monster out once and for all. Or at least slow them down, if nothing else.
That hesitance doesn't suit you. Not anymore. You're far stronger than the last time your paths crossed. Just say the words and I'll give you all the power I can muster. We will prevail.
Whatever we decide to do, we will need a sound strategy if we are going to win.
Strategy, huh? Maybe something like a huge surprise attack on the Imperial positions.
A bold suggestion, Sylvain. You remind me of your father when he was young.
I'm not sure if that's supposed to be a compliment or what.
Margrave's been managing the conflict in the north for decades now, hasn't he? I'd say it's a great honor to be compared to him.
Ah, such fine memories. All of his strategies seem to involve sending me and Lambert off to thrust through the enemy lines on our own.
Yeah, going straight to the suicide charge every time doesn't sound all that strategic to me.
At any rate, I have full faith that our combined might will be up to the task at hand. We must succeed.
What was that from Arval? Hey, we finally get to do down here. Okay. Oh. Naked HD has been renamed to Love Chat. Look at that. We are saying goodbye. And giving you the big ban. All right, sorry about that, guys. Solomon says YouTube bots are here, but not Naked HD Chan, my beloved. Exactly. I don't like the new name. I don't like it one bit.
What about this?
All right, let's see what we got. Slightly increase the chance of raising a unit's dexterity.
I've been thinking.
Raising a unit's speed.
I have a worthy proposition.
Raising res.
I've been thinking.
I mean, speed doesn't do as much in this game. I don't think it's that useful. We do have a fair amount of speedy units, but it would help folks like Dedu to get a little bit more, I guess. But slightly.
I have a suggestion.
Maybe dexterity, honestly. I think I'm going dex.
I'll prepare at once.
Now then.
Methodius says res. It's all right. We'll be okay. All right. Welcome to Chapter 12. Let's see. Let me go back. You guys were having a full-on discussion about Sothis and people getting with Sothis. Hold on. But Black Fang Dragon says, Sothis' S support in houses mentions their souls are always still fused, even if her power and Creststone are now empty/gone, even on Crimson Flower. So essentially, everyone always marries Sothis when marrying Violet, especially Edelgard and Rhea. Interesting. Matthew DD, welcome. Having mercenaries be your entire army is basically just EU4. What game is that? It's not clicking for me. Methodia says, Stevie, you will need to follow a specific tactic and follow it precisely in this next story mission. Okay, so I did get to this part in Scarlet Blaze. I didn't realize it was going to be so similar, but I guess that makes sense. The beats are kind of similar no matter which path you take. I did realize that. In fact, in Scarlet Blaze, there was a specific lightning strategy, I think, that you needed. And, well, here's the deal. I guess we're here at this point, so if you're watching the stream, you got to be willing to accept it. But in this mission in Scarlet Blaze, I'm assuming it's the same thing here for Azure Gleam. My assumption is there's a possibility to recruit both Geralt and Byleth if you do things a certain way. However, that is not the normal way, I would say. In fact, in Scarlet Blaze, I got a cutscene for playing the normal way where basically we resulted in Geralt's death, which I think makes sense for Shez and kind of deepens that whole vengeance and animosity between the two characters. And you actually don't get that cutscene, of course, when you actually recruit them. So it seemed kind of weird to recruit them. I think what I'm going to do is make 2 save files. Maybe we'll explore the other route in the path split and also recruit them in the other one. Maybe we'll just play it normally this time. I don't know. I'm debating. You can let me know what you think. SJ Man says it is the same. Yeah, so I don't know if it's going to be a lightning thing, but yeah, we will have to engage a certain strategy. And the first time I played it on Scarlet Blaze, I did not buy that strategy. So that was an interesting turn of events there. What should we do here? I did promise you a doing the Paralog. Were those colored flags always there? Looks like it's someone's birthday in here. Raph, is it your birthday?
Got a minute?
Oh, I clicked the wrong stick down. That was clearly not the right answer. Is it your birthday? I think it's your birthday.
This is for me? It's so nice!
Did we get your C support yet? We did. Let's just let this go while I read chat.
Hey, I was wondering if I could ask you something. I heard that you don't have any parents. Is that right? Yeah. The woman who raised me died, and I don't even know who my birth parents are.
SJ Man says, I hate this mission in Verdant Wildfire because it locks... you mean Golden Wildfire? Because it locks Leonie's A support. Did you miss it then? Is that what happens? Oh, that kind of makes sense. Okay. Right, that wouldn't happen in any of the other routes, would it? Is Leonie Golden Wildfire exclusive? She probably is. In this game. Solomon says, Stevie, the strategy literally says it'll have a great effect on the battle. After the game says your choices will have an effect on the plot, and you still didn't decide to buy it. That sure is a Stevie moment. Listen, okay? When I go into that strategy screen, I'm looking for what characters do I get. And I click on those, and then I decide to divvy up the rest of my points in whatever seems appealing to me. And apparently that... apparently lightning wasn't very appealing to me. Nah, Leonie's also in Scarlet Blaze. Okay, interesting. Not in this one, though. Curious. Interesting. Yeah, she doesn't really seem like she would be a Wildfire exclusive, but I'm beginning to realize, like, they can't just give you everyone in this route, because you guys have told me, and I've noticed from the roster itself, we have a lot of folks here in this route. So it would make sense to not give us everyone. But, yeah, I couldn't tell if Leonie would or would not be exclusive. You sound like a man of focus, says Blue Mage. My Geralt.
That must be tough for you, huh? Nah, it's okay. They all died a long time ago, so I don't feel sad or anything like that now. But I do wonder who I really am sometimes. I don't have even the slightest memory of my birth parents.
Well, you might not know who you are, but you still work hard and you keep your chin up through it all. That makes you super strong in my book.
Zachary TCG asks, can you show who you have recruited so far? Sure. I will do so after this.
Yeah, Both my mom and pa died in an accident.
That's what I thought, Solomon, honestly.
Well, then you're just as strong as I am.
But I do remember,
I know, and you do it all with the biggest grin in the world.
like, there are more exclusives in this game than I expected. Like, Felix is Azure Gleam exclusive, which in retrospect makes sense. He kind of has a bigger role in Dimitri's story this time, I would say. But also, like, Caspar is a Scarlet Blaze exclusive, if I'm not mistaken. That's, like, an interesting one for me. Well, I guess you could argue the same thing because of his dad with Count Burgles. So maybe it does make more sense. But when first, like, getting the game and experiencing the demo and stuff, like, I wouldn't have expected that from those two characters like that.
Of course. It's easy when you love training as much as I do. Hey, I just realized something. We've sure got a lot in common.
About half the Black Eagles are recruitable, and then there's 2 recruitable Blue Lions. That must be Ash and Mercedes, right? Because I've got them on Scarlet Blaze. That would make sense to me.
Our parents aren't with us anymore. We're both commoners scraping our way through this war, and most importantly...
What can be more important than that?
Both of us have got some serious brawn.
I appreciate that, but our body types are completely different. Not sure this really counts as brawn.
Caspar did always say he feared fighting his dad in houses.
Sure.
I see why.
You're a little scrawnier than me, and maybe a lot smarter. But you know, my brain's been getting a constant workout ever since we opened the inn.
You have an inn?
Oh, yeah. I went home and started one up with my grandpa and little sis once the academy shut down. Running a business like that takes a surprising amount of muscle. Sure, there's regular stuff like hauling things around, but you need brain power too. If you ever want to make a profit, you have to pay real close attention to keeping the books straight.
I would not let Raph keep my books straight. That's all I'm saying.
I mostly let my sis handle bad stuff.
I was going to say.
That muscle still needs more work for me.
The brain muscle.
Which means I'm in charge of the cooking. But that has its own share of problems.
Gigi says, how do you feel Raph made no growth between houses and hopes? It is interesting. I mean, all the characters start in the same place in this game, so you can't really expect a lot there. But Felix is definitely... He's got a huge, like, different streak in him in this game. He's much more... Unless I'm not remembering right, but he seems much more involved in politics. I mean, he's the new Duke, so that kind of makes sense. But his character goes in a completely different direction, I think, because of that. Even Sylvain, I guess... You guys were telling me last time, you know, the skirt chasing was more of a White Cloud's pre-time skip thing. I didn't really remember that, although that does make sense. It's kind of in a lot of the earlier supports and stuff with him. So I guess you're probably right. But in this, because you skip that, it's like you don't get the skirt chasing Sylvain a lot either. So he seems very different as well.
Yeah, it can be tough to find your footing when you switch jobs. Especially if you have to start doing things outside your wheelhouse. Trust me, I've had my fair share of growing pains getting used to the army life. Everything's way different from how it worked with my merc groups.
But don't you just fight? That doesn't seem so different to me.
As a mercenary, the only thing you're responsible for is yourself. Show up and do the job right, and you'll get your pay.
Don't get the wrong idea, Boar. It's not like I care about you or anything.
Beyond just myself? That's a huge change for me. And there's way more to military work than just plain combat. Stuff like managing resources, making sure everyone has the weapons and armor they need. I don't think I'm bad at math per se, but it's definitely not something I'm used to doing. And the more stuff there is to keep track of, the harder it all gets.
Hey, you're not so good at using your brain either. We're practically twins. That makes us pals now, right? I've got your back. So you just keep on working hard, buddy.
Right back at you. Let's keep fighting the good fight.
Zachary says, I had no idea Damien Haas was the male Shez voice actor till today. Jesus. Yeah, he is. They did announce that. Female Shez, the actress is named Dawn, right? Am I mistaken? We've known her for a while, too. We didn't know at first with the demo. Gigi says, sometimes I feel bad for Raphael, Ignatz, and Ingrid's voice actors because no one stands their characters the way they would Dorothea or Claude. It's kind of like Pokemon, I feel. Like, everyone's got their favorite, right? Ignatz is not one of my favorites, but I know a lot of folks like Ignatz. Sure, maybe they don't get as much fanfare as some of the other characters, but It's kind of what happens, right? Like, you know, I'm trying to think. What's an unpopular Pokemon that I like? I gotta think about it. Speaking of supports and locking supports up, before I forget, how are we doing with like Rodrigue and so we have 1 million. In case you haven't noticed, we have 1 million supports that I could do. I just don't know that I want to spend like an entire stream only doing supports. I really don't want to bore you guys. We should probably do this one though, and Chez and Rodrigue. I don't think anything's gonna happen, but just in case, it would be nice to go through a couple. But we could use some more Rodrigue Dimitri action going on. Rodrigue Felix. Rodrigue Ingrid. Gigi says, but where are they, Lucky? I think Choopy likes Ignatz a lot. Like a lot. I'm sure there's corners of Twitter where folks have created Ignatz shrines. Also, for Zachary, we're going to go through my roster here because I forgot to do that. We got the classics, right? We got all the Blue Lions. We got Rodrigue. We now have Linhart. This is a new recruit that we just got. Level 41's pretty nice, although I'd imagine he probably doesn't have a lot of great skills to be playing with, so there's that. We have Bernadetta. I kind of ended up benching her sort of at some point. We just have so many folks to use that I really haven't gone back to her, but we did make her a sword master. We have Dorothea, who I was using a lot. Petra, Lawrence, Raphael, and Ignatz I have not been really using. Marianne I've used a little bit, hence why she's in a class that she's maxed and why she's also using the Thunder brand right now. Ignore that. Yuri, Balthus, Constance, and Happy. We just got Constance, so now we finally have all the Ashen Wolves. And Sedith, Flane, Catherine, and Shamir. So as many of the knights as I think are in this game as well. Sir Koopa says it's so nice they show you the progress on support ranks. Yeah, that is true. That is nice. Jonathan says Pikachu. Yeah, you know, Pikachu is one of my favorites. I don't get it, man. I don't understand why everyone hates Pikachu. Pikachu's cool. Hold on, actually, I gotta look this up. I'm gonna look up a roster of Pokemon. I gotta pick like a really unfavorite one that I like. That sentence made no sense, but bear with me. An unpopular one that I like. I don't think these lists are gonna have it all, are they? Can I easily show you this? Let's see. Here, let's go like this for a second. I know, sidetrack. Okay, sorry, but let me just go through this. This is not all the Pokemon. This is what's in the Galar Pokédex, and I didn't even buy Sword and Shield, to be honest with you. I was not happy with how those games looked. But let me find something that I like that people don't like. I like Unpheasant. The male Unpheasant is pretty cool. That's not a popular one at all. Let's see if there's a worse one I can find, though, that I like. I will say I like Clink. I don't like Clang or Clink Clang. I just think it gets really stupid looking and makes no sense, and there's just random, like, crap everywhere. I think Clink could have had a lot of potential, but it failed. But I think most people... Actually, I like... okay, here's the answer to that question. I like the Vanillite line, the ice cream Pokemon. I don't hate those. A lot of people hate those. I don't hate those. I kind of view it... That one, to me, I kind of view as, like... Maybe that's what ice cream was based off of in the Pokemon world, because I saw that Pokemon and they started shaping their, you know, ice cream stuff to look like that and putting a cone at the bottom. I don't know. I didn't hate that one as much as most other people did, surprisingly. So that's my answer to that one. So you know what? I might not like Ignatz, but someone does. Someone out there does. Vanillite exists. Sir Koopa 24 says, I keep forgetting Gen 9 is this year. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Late this year, though. I am not going to get my hopes up for those games. I will say the first trailer did catch my attention again, But I'm gonna wait and see if, like, what the consensus is coming away from it. I've really soured on Pokemon over the past couple years, to be honest. I just feel like they don't give the developers enough time to make like a really solid game, especially because it's such a giant IP. They have so many things to be concerned about, like the show, the merch, the cards, all of that stuff. It's on such a tight, like, shoestring deadline. There's no time to actually make like a great game at this point anymore. And I just think it's really disappointing. And I think they get away with doing like the bare minimum in a lot of cases. And I just, like, I didn't want to give them money for doing that anymore. That was just a choice that I made. I miss Pokemon, I do. But I'm not buying Sword and Shield, sorry. There's enough that I didn't like when I was taking a look at those games that I wasn't going to do it. There, like, I will say, dude, there's a lot of new Pokemon that I do like. I like Duraludon a lot. A lot of people don't like that one. I like that one, actually, surprisingly. Liker says, Pokemon started going downhill from the DS games. I would probably agree with that. I will say, my unpopular opinion there, though, too, is I did actually like X and Y for the 3DS. I enjoyed those games. I loved the new breeding with the Masuda method. Getting shinies a lot easier. I feel like that's the first game where I finally, like, really devoted myself to breeding Pokemon, and they made it easier, and I was very grateful for that. Not a lot of post-game content, but I didn't hate those games. I actually enjoyed them. But yeah, since then, it just hasn't been as good, I would say. But then again, I mean, I'm not even a Gen 1er either. I started with Pokemon Silver. It was my first Game Boy Color game. My first video game I ever owned. I never had a huge respect for Gen 1, to be honest. Because I played Blue afterwards, and once you, like, start from, like, a later game and go back to the beginning, it's, like, feels more painful with all the stuff that's missing. I did enjoy playing through Blue at the time, I'll say. But a lot of the Pokemon sprites were so ugly and bad looking that it was hard to really connect with it in quite the same way. When Pokemon Go came out, though, I developed like a newfound respect for a lot of the Gen 1 designs, because I feel like they finally looked how they were always supposed to look. You know, seeing them in 3D proper. And what I liked about Pokemon Go is they, like, really saturated a lot of the colors of the Pokemon too. It just made them look so much better. So I kind of retroactively got a lot of respect there for Gen 1. But yeah, I'm kind of a Gen 2 person. I also really like Gen 3, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. I wasn't into Pokemon for a long time after Gold and Silver and Crystal. That was kind of where I stopped. But then a friend later on one summer let me borrow his copy of Sapphire, and I just fell in love all over again. Those games are so good. Great games. Let's do some supports here, though, really quick. Sorry about that. I just want to do these because I don't know what's going to get locked or if there's a chance of things getting locked. Maybe not, but let's just do these and get these out of the way, these main ones, at least. So let's get these guys going here.
Ah, Your Majesty. Tending to your weapon, I see. My apologies for interrupting you.
It's all right. I just finished. Is there something you need, Rodrigue?
Just finished what, Dimitri?
Yes, in fact.
Should clarify.
I received this from Matthias when I was in Gautier territory the other day.
From the Margrave? But this sword is...
Looks like a steel sword.
He said he borrowed it from Lambert years ago, and had long since forgotten about it.
Is that the one that we just used to behead our uncle? Kind of looks like it.
What sort of laggard keeps a loan so long he has to return it to the lender's son? 30 years.
That would have been around the time you all attended the Officers' Academy together, correct? Would you mind telling me the story of this sword?
It started when our class was given a mission to eradicate a bandit encampment. Foolish as I was at the time, I dashed in ahead of the others, leaving me and my entire unit stranded behind enemy lines. Apparently, your father and Matthias started arguing about whether or not it was worth coming to save me. Broke out into a full-on fist fight before long.
Wow.
That's a surprise. I wouldn't have expected that of my father, much less the Margrave.
Well, they were both pretty feisty in their day. Neither of them wanted to back down, I'm sure. On one hand, you had Matthias, insisting they wait for aid from the church. Supplies were running low, so charging in could have gotten everyone killed. On the other, Lambert was so determined to come to our rescue, he'd have gone all by himself if he had to. No idea whose plan won in the end, sadly. All I know is they fought their way through the enemy lines together. And lucky for me, they found us before the bandits did.
So, my father tended to charge in recklessly as well. Or perhaps he was just naive in his youth.
They call him the boar too.
Story goes, Matthias's lance broke while they were fighting their way toward us. So Lambert lent him this sword. As he was giving it to me, he couldn't help but laugh about how it slipped his mind for all these years.
Considering what I know of the Margrave, I have my doubts that he actually forgot it at all.
You're probably right. This is just my opinion, but I don't think he ever really managed to accept Lambert's death until you ascended the throne.
Perhaps. In any case, please tell him I've received it. And thank you for relaying that story to me. It seems even in his youth, my father was willing to do whatever it took to see those close to him safe. Yet here I've gone and started a war, knowing full well it will hurt those I care about most. He'd likely call me a fool if he were here today.
I'm not so sure about that. Yes, he did treasure his friends, but I don't think he would have been too keen on abandoning the church either, considering all they've done to protect the people of Fargus.
Rodrigue, you knew my father well. Could I ask you to do something for me? If I ever attempt anything that would bring shame to his name, please.
Say no more. I'll stop you, even if I have to lay down my life to do it. I already promised him the same thing, actually.
You have my deepest thanks.
Let me catch up with chat here for a second. Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, those are timeless masterpieces. I would agree, like her. Methodius says, Rodrigue just raising death flags just like Geralt. See, the thing is, like, I did kill Rodrigue in Scarlet Blaze, but would they really kill one of my playable characters, one of my exclusive playable characters on me in this next mission? I don't know if you guys are hinting at that, but I don't know. Like, I guess that could happen in a typical Warriors game, I suppose, but that seems a little extreme. Let's make sure we do. Didn't we have another one? We have Shez to do, and wasn't there another one? I guess not. Let's do Rodrigue Shez.
Hey, Rodrigue, you got a sec?
What's the matter? You look troubled.
Well, we ended up spending so I was thinking, if we put an end to the war before next winter rolls around, maybe we could all go back north and...
And? Speak plainly.
I want to have a snowball fight. Dimitri said that's how all the kids in Fargus play during the winter. I figure it'd be good to try at least once, now that I'm living here in the kingdom.
Yes, a fine idea. The sport's rather profound, if I do say so myself. Dividing into factions and formulating strategies makes it just as much a battle of minds as it does one of hurled snow.
Okay.
Hold on, strategy? This sounds kinda intense for a kid's game.
It is. When we were still in the throes of our youth, Lambert, Matthias, and I faced off in such a contest. With our squires in tow, we traveled to the northern mountains to do battle.
Hey, that sounds like fun. So, what happened?
I was the first to fall. I hid in the shadows, biding my time and observing the enemy's movements until the moment was right to strike.
I'm disappointed in the lack of snow for this convo.
And yet, such an opportunity never came. While his subordinates fought freely in the open, His Majesty launched a surprise attack on my position.
Listen, we are in the south. I don't know how the geography works in Three Houses and Fodlan, but maybe it makes sense that we're in the warmer, lower area near the equator or something, okay? I don't know.
Unfortunately, my men and I were unable to land even a single blow on him. Our defeat was a matter of course.
Now I know where Dimitri gets his tendency to rush into battle alone. Like father, like son, huh?
Black Fake Dragon says, please understand, snow costs money.
Indeed. Still, it's difficult to feel wronged when you've been defeated in such a swift and skillful manner.
Methodia says, I hate we don't have any snow in Ferdiad or even in Shrang. That is a good point. We did fight there on those battlefields, and there wasn't any. It would have been cool to see.
My downfall left only Lambert and the Margrave, a man notorious for his rotten character, even as a child.
In fact, like, the Shrang map should have just had snow all the time, because they could just explain it away that it's usually snowy or something, like in the far north there. Yeah, that's a little disappointing. That at least the Shrang map probably should have.
His strategy was not to attack outright, but to prepare an ambush for His Majesty in one of the more densely wooded groves.
Seriously? All that for just a snowball fight? No wonder Sylvain is so cunning. Anyway, what happened next?
We were all familiar with Matthias's ignoble tactics, so His Majesty was careful to avoid the cowardly ambush which had been laid for him. At last, just as the opposing generals were staring each other down, Gunnar, the current Count Galatea and noble, many years our senior, emerged from the wood to put a stop to it. In the end, our final showdown that day was between his hands and the scruffs of our necks, all while our ears rang with his dire warnings about the mountains.
That sounds like Ingrid's dad, all right. Guess that means nobody won, huh?
Yes, the story dates back several decades, but I still remember it as if we were trudging through the snow only yesterday. Say, if you do end up mustering an army for one of these snowball battles, I would be honored to observe, should you have me.
That's cute.
Why don't you join us? As one of the combatants, I mean. I'm sure Dimitri and the Margrave won't mind. You won't be facing the same opponents, but maybe then you'll finally settle the score. For old time's sake.
A sound point. Very well. I'd be thrilled to partake when the time comes. You know, of late I've been dreading the coming winter, but now I feel I may actually look forward to it.
DLC where the Agarthans bring back Zombie Lambert when? I mean, they made his model for a reason, right? You talking about in Three Houses? I don't think we saw Lambert in this game, right? I could be mistaken. I don't know. I just don't remember. All right, I kind of doubt anything would get locked with Dedu and Shez, but you guys are making me sketched out here. Maybe we should do a lot of cooking and stuff with Rodrigue.
Hunger is the true enemy.
Let's see. I like this one. I got Felix and Rodrigue. Do we want Felix and Rodrigue? Hold on.
Come back whenever you're hungry.
Yeah. Even Ingrid, honestly. Well, maybe we'll just bring him a lot this chapter. But it seems pretty sound to do this.
Solid, solid.
Yeah, the flavor's not really there.
This is delicious. Why are you looking at me like that, Felix? I won't share my portion with you if that's what you're wondering.
I don't want your scraps, old man. I swear sometimes.
Come back whenever you're hungry.
I like that conversation. I don't think we can cook with him again, right? Yeah, no. We can, however, do some chores with them. But you know what? I do want to cook again. Jesse! We need to cook. That's what it sounds like. I keep saying that. Let's see. What do I want? I know Yuri and Ash have a good one that we should be working on. about some jerky? Let's get these two going with jerky. Chat wants plain. Oh!
Hey, this is great. I bet anyone would love this stuff.
That might be like the only the second or third time that's ever happened. Because male Chez is awful at cooking.
How nice it is to eat with friends. And far preferable to taking my meals alone in silence.
I must thank you. I haven't seen His Majesty in high spirits like this for far too long.
Come back whenever you're hungry.
DLC Ryoma. What is happening? Jonathan, welcome by the way, Jonathan. I've never seen snow. Cursed you, tropical climate of Central America. It would be fun for you to see it, I'll say that, but snow gets really old really quick, especially when you're an adult and you have to drive to work and stuff, and you know it's bad outside and the roads are slippery. There's only so many times you could be on the highway when it's like a blizzard and you're risking your life before you realize it's not that fun anymore. As a kid, going outside, playing with your friends, making like igloos and stuff, having snow days, sure. I'll give you that. That's something that everyone should experience. Welcome, Alchemy Night. Hope you're having a good Wednesday evening. It is Wednesday, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's Wednesday. Okay, let's find somebody with Rodrigue. Looks like Felix doesn't like the same things as his father. Not surprising there. What do we have? We had Rodrigue Chez, Rodrigue Ingrid. Love chat. I still miss Naked HD. You're not good enough to me. You will never replace Naked HD in my heart. No matter how many emojis you spam in my chat. You've been reported, good sir or ma'am. Okay, Rodrigue. We're almost there, actually, with Chez. Ooh. Dimitri, Felix, Ingrid. That's what we're looking to do here.
Care to make yourself useful?
There's Dimitri. I mean, it's okay if they don't love it. Let's just start with the top one, probably. We got Ingrid. I'm kind of tempted to do Dimitri, though, instead. Dimitri first. Hey, best adult dating site.
I've got nothing to worry about with the two of you on the job.
You shouldn't be troubled by such menial tasks as these, Your Majesty. I suggest you rest instead.
If it was the best adult dating site, I don't think they'd have to spam it on YouTube. Just saying.
Besides, you're here to help lighten my burden.
Just a nice, come on.
We all must do our fair share.
We can't do the same people again, can we? Yeah, no. We're gonna have to wait in between. As Caspar would say, chappers. We're gonna have to wait in between chappers to do more there. Blue Mage says, Crit, Naked HD is the best adult date Chan. She's just wearing a hat. Every time I look up, I see a lack of flame. You mean because I'm not doing anything with flame? Liker says, just hope you don't get demonetized, Stevie. Thank you, Liker. I don't think it's going to affect me at all. See, the funny thing about those bots, the reason why they get through YouTube's systems are because the bad stuff is actually in their username, and then all they do is spam emojis. Like, it's kind of hard to prevent someone from spamming emojis. Especially, like, a random combination of emojis every time. But you'd think that they would have maybe slightly better name moderation or something. Hey, Grapes, welcome. Happy Wednesday. We are... I guess we're... No, I clicked on the wrong thing. Let's go into support information. I want to see how far that got us here. We're almost there with Rodrigue and Chez, but we do have a ways to go with Dimitri and Felix, so maybe we should focus on these guys when I go out and do some battles. Not the Paralog, though, obviously. We should do some training, though. I couldn't tell if that was a pile of leaves on the ground or an animal. What is this cat doing? I guess it just decided to sleep there, but its pose kind of looks like it's like dead, honestly. I don't like the paw placement. That's kind of scary looking. It just looks like a carcass. And it's kind of in a pretty close to a heavy traffic area. The cat's got to watch it.
Time to work you into shape.
Cheesy says, that's a cat. I've never seen a cat before. Let's see. We were having Marianne here run through to become a mortal savant because I thought that would be kind of fun, right? Right? Let's buy some intermediate seals.
With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
I should probably go around and like give everybody some items to raise more morale too.
I carry a little of everything here.
But I don't know. Let's see.
You've got an eye for quality, friend.
Let's buy a couple of those. We got plenty of these.
You've got an eye for quality, friend. You've got an eye for quality, friend.
My eye
You've got an eye for quality, friend.
is for quality.
You've got an eye for quality, friend. You've got an eye for quality, friend.
I definitely do.
You've got an eye for quality. You've got an eye for quality. You've got an eye for quality, friend. You've got an eye for
Lovely.
quality, friend. You've got an eye for quality. You've got an eye for quality, friend.
I love it when he whispers sweet nothings into my ear.
You've got an eye for quality. You've got an eye for quality, friend. You've got an eye for quality, friend. You've got an eye for quality, friend.
Oh, I do. I do.
You've got an eye for quality, friend. You've got an eye for quality. You've got an eye for quality, friend.
All right, let's do a bullion check. Ah. See?
Hope to see you again soon.
What did I tell you?
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army.
DLC Anonkos.
Everything has its use.
Liker says, by the way, Stevie, you own any pets at your place? We had a family cat. She was about 16 or 17 when she finally passed. It's kind of like, I don't know what you guys believe or whatnot, right? Everyone's got their view of how they think things work, but I think spiritually the cat kind of knew it was her time to go because when my parents were moving, you know, everything was getting stressful and crazy and she was getting up there. Typically, her breed usually lasts until like late teens, maybe early 20s. So maybe she was like slightly early because she was like 17 years old. But her last year of life, I could definitely tell. Like the problem with cats too is like they hide whatever's going on with them because they don't want to appear weak. You know, it's like an Animal Kingdom thing. So by the time they actually start displaying symptoms, like it's kind of not good. So she started looking a little bit more wild. You know, her fur wasn't as well groomed anymore and stuff, and she had like a wound that was not healing that my brother and I tried to do a lot of stuff to help her with. But you know, she was just getting old, and when it was finally her time, she did that typical cat thing of wandering off and, you know, going to die on her own, which is sad. But we did find her, and I did bury her actually. She was a good cat. I miss her. So I'm kind of still like in that in-between phase, and this was just in summer 2020. So actually it's almost been 2 years, but it's gone by really fast. But yeah, that was her time. It was sad. She was a family member. What's funny though is she was really not a normal cat. Our cat was quite the diva. She had a real like attitude and personality to her. She was very smart, honestly, like kind of too smart. You really couldn't do a lot of the fun cat stuff with other cats that you could do with her because she wouldn't go for it. Like she would be interested in like a laser dot around the room for like a minute, and then she'd be like, all right, this is stupid and it's not real, and I'm over it. She was just too smart, you know, but she was a great cat. I do miss her. At some point, I'll have another animal. Love chat. You are back again so soon. Goodbye again. Goodbye again. Anyway, there's my my sad animal story, but she lived a good life. You know, we did the best we could with her. She was happy. She's a happy cat. So, cat's name, BB. Her name is BB. Black Fang Dragon says, not surprising, cats tamed themselves, so we loved them. So they passed on traits that made sure they were kept around and no more. Blue Mage says, are you still hurting, Crit? I can hear emotion in your voice. I mean, yeah, I still miss her. She's still a family member of mine. Honestly, it's been a challenging couple of years. I kind of knew that was coming eventually, obviously, and with my grandparents, my grandmother had Alzheimer's, and we lost her somewhat early last year. It's been a bit over a year since we lost her, and I was helping take care of her in the end. And Alzheimer's is a nasty disease, man. It is not fun. It's like they're like living in their own private hell day in and day out until they finally decide to give up. Anyway, I'm being too much of a Debbie Downer, but yeah, it's been a challenging couple of years for sure. But yes, I do still miss my cat. I miss my grandparents that have passed in the past couple of years. But what can you do, right? They would want you to keep moving on, pushing on, and being happy. So you just got to remember them and be grateful for the good moments that you had. And I was mindful of that. You know, I always knew that eventually that day would come, so I tried to enjoy every moment that I could with them. All right, though, let's get back to this. Too emotional. We're supposed to be playing a punch people in the face game here. It's going nuts. Where is the ban hammer? I have banned them. I have banned them. Death is inevitable, says Grapes. That is very true. Dimitri needs to hear that. That is true, actually. That spiel I just gave would probably help Dimitri, wouldn't it? Especially 3 houses, Dimitri.
I can handle this.
Armor Shez, do it. I love the lack of context, but I know exactly what you're talking about. You just peep this on Shez? This is what you saw, huh? This is what you want me to do over here? Yeah, I don't know about that, Chief. It would be funny, though. I'll give you that. It would be funny. I think that's the only person who's maxed right now. Yeah. All right, let's get to some training really quick. Sorry, I'm kind of taking forever, but just having a good time here. All right, I optimized it. Now let's see what choices they've made for us here, and do I like them? I don't care about Linhart, sorry to say, but he's brand new, and I'm not going to have time to train him, so I think we need to get, like, Flayn in here instead. Why it put you two together, I don't know. Shez and Felix. This is just a weird... I get that these are optimized, but these are just weird picks. Like, who's in a class they need to escape from? Let's figure that out. Do I want to keep going? I have other classes he needs to get to. Catherine's got to get out of Archer. So you should be with Ash, probably. Or Petra. I guess that works. Seteth. We should get Seteth in here, probably. But where? Ingrid is... Oh, yeah, so... I made Ingrid a Falcon Knight. But really, she wasn't done with what she was doing before. I made her a Falcon Knight because there was a quest on the map that wanted you to have a Falcon Knight. But we were going magic route with her, to be honest. Oh, she was almost done with Grimoire, but let's just get her set up properly again. I'm going to go with that one. I like that one better.
Time to work you into shape.
And you know what? We should get Rodrigue in here, shouldn't we? Or is that a waste? I don't know. Don't tell me. I don't like it when you guys spoil me. Be nice, chat. Let's swap you for Shamir. Let's get Shamir out of that class. I would like that to happen. Maybe instead of Dimitri, Dimitri gets plenty of focus. Let's get Rodrigue in here. That would be my alarm. Alright, I think this is good for now. Although I don't really see a point in training Shez. I feel like Shez is a guarantee constantly. Yuri? Alright, I feel good about this.
We both were sweating greatly.
We both were sweating greatly.
I'll remember this.
The more power, the better.
Blue Mage says, how did you get masterclass seals? I can't even get the advanced class seals to work. You might have to expand your training ground, Blue Mage, if that's the problem that I think you're having. But you will get there eventually. What are we doing here? We had... Did I skip? I definitely skipped right. I just was not looking up. Shamir, right? Oh no, Catherine. Okay, why was I doing that? We got Catherine Arms Thrift. That's what I wanted to do. So she's done there. So we could Mortal Savant her. I guess that seems like the way to go, right? Thing is, she doesn't really have... Like, it'd be great to get some better magic on her, like Ragnarok first. Right? I guess we could always go back at some point. Let's just do it for the aesthetic, though. Pretty cool.
I never turn down a challenge.
Let's see, we got Silver Sword +7. I guess that's acceptable for now. How do I feel about Finesse Blade? I don't know. Ice Blade's kind of cool, but let's just do Fire Sweep for now. What is even her magic?
With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
It can't be great. 24.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
All right. So that's fine. But they're not helping each other, though. Either are you two. Let's get Ash to help Petra. You two are in classes you like, so that's great. But maybe we switch you for Shamir. That did less than I thought. I thought Felix would be able to teach her, but actually, in retrospect, I don't think Felix was ever a mage. So why don't we put Felix Rodrigue? Maybe focus more on support there, and then you can actually help Shamir. I think that's acceptable again. Where did Thunderbrand go? Oh yeah, good point.
At least we got through it.
Listen.
Time to work with proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
Somebody else borrowed Thunderbrand, okay? Close your eyes for a second. You're not going to want to see this. Actually, let's give her the Lemon Sword right away. It's considerably worse, but you got to get what you got to get. Ah, love chat back again. This is a bad. You know, it's so funny. We go through so many streams, and they're all fine, and then all of a sudden we have one bad night where it's just constant barrage from the bots. Goodbye, goodbye again. Feel like YouTube should have some kind of IP block thing where like you can only make a YouTube account once a day or something. Even that seems kind of excessive, to be honest. You don't need that many channels. Brian Martins, welcome. Brian says, hey there, Lucky Crit. If you'd like to hear it, there's this piece of text dealing with death that has brought me a lot of comfort. Go ahead and share it, Brian. Thank you. Sir Koopa says, Essence of Fire makes Fire Sweep summon 3 fire tornadoes. It did say it does enhance it, doesn't it? Where did Thunderbrand go? She sold it. Yeah. Stop denying your destiny with Lie Love. Lysithia and Catherine not being on the same route is a crime. They are literally cousins. Are they? Oh, I didn't realize that. I do remember there being lore with Catherine and something related to the Alliance. So interesting. What are we going to do? I guess we could do some more training. Let's just get through this. Like, I hate to waste these training points. Not that I'm, like, wasting it, but I also don't want to sit here for an hour, like, really maximizing this. So let's just go like this. Petra, Mastered Sniper.
I'll put this to good use.
That should come in handy.
Lysithia's natural crest is Karen, that's right. And Catherine has the Karen
New power is now
crest as well, doesn't she? That's what it
Time
was.
to work you in. With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
I'm still upset that it's pronounced Karen. Why couldn't it be Charon? What are we doing? Switching classes.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
What are we going to do with Petra? She could become a Bow Knight. It's kind of interesting. I'm much more open to doing weird stuff with characters when it's like not their like route, right? Like she's a Black Eagle student, but we have her here. So, I mean, she doesn't have to become a trickster, right? That's kind of cool, though. Patience seems pretty cool. I wouldn't mind Mortal Savanting her, although I think I did that on Scarlet Blaze, actually. I also wouldn't mind Bow Knighting her, truthfully. Maybe we'll just do this. We'll go the normal route against everything I just said, but that Patience skill looks quite good, so maybe that would help on a different class anyway.
A new challenge that will be overcome.
Looking like a peach. This is the best thing that we got for you? Oh, Catherine's...
Can't wait to see
I'm getting so sidetracked. We didn't even give Catherine her Thunderbrand. I just took it off of Marianne. Okay. All right. All is right in the world. Okay. You see that? We're back, baby. Better than ever. Okay. That's kind of cool. I guess no one else is using it. Might as well. Give me that little renewal. Let's definitely give her Arms Thrift. I'll be honest, the battalion skills never appealed to me that much. Even in 3 houses, and they still don't appeal to me very much here. Let me just do a quick skill sweep. Or ability sweep, I should say. Shamir would definitely get some help. Well, this is useless, so let's do that for now. I feel like I went through this pretty recently, so it's probably not that bad, but I just want to check. Bowbreaker on Mercedes. That might be cool. But she kind of needs more slots in general. And Ingrid does too, kind of. Yeah, Linhar we just got. That's better. What's Warrior Assist? Not sure I'm a huge fan of the when adjutant skills. Just feel like that's not very universally useful. And Constance we just got as well. Yeah, the rest of this looks pretty good, I think. Yeah, okay. So we fixed that.
Time to work you into shape.
Brian says, if anyone knows where this is from, bonus points to you. Okay, I'll have to send it in parts due to comment character limit. 1, picture a wave in the ocean. You can see it, measure it, its height, the way the sunlight refracts when it passes through, and it's there. And you can see it, and you know what it is. It's a wave. This sounds kind of familiar, honestly. 2, and then it crashes on the shore, and it's gone. But the water is still there. The wave was just a different way for the water to be for a little while. The wave returns to the ocean, where it came from and where it's supposed to be. All right, we're gonna max. What's her face? Shamir. So might as well do this. Hey, Peach Mages.
I make no excuses for our performance.
Oof.
That should come in handy.
Low marks across the board there.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
Shamir, what are we doing with you? I think we're doing Warlock, right? Yeah, that's looking pretty nice.
Better get this down.
All right, I'm going to leave my last training point for now. And I think we should just get going. Let's go do that Paralog we've been talking about doing. I think that's the right way to go about it. Let me just buy one more skill slot thing for, what was it, Mercedes?
My instruction comes at a high price.
Brian says, I heard it for the first time from the series, The Good Place. Hope it helps. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate that. It was a very calming anecdote. I kind of like her ability. I'm gonna
Yes, this makes sense.
pay a little bit to do that. I should probably spend more time in this menu doing that, but let's get going. I see 3 locks up there. Anna chilling out on the bottom peninsula of the continent. Ooh, and we got 2 new Paralogs. That's pretty cool. And a Night of Wonder. There's another one with Constance? Interesting. Or is this her Blue Lions one? Maybe I did one on Scarlet Blaze. That's right, I did one on Scarlet Blaze with her, Ferdinand, and Lawrence. That's what I'm thinking of. So they gave her a couple. Interesting. Maybe for each path. I would love to do this one, but I think I promised you guys that we'll do this one. So S rank reward, Sethlene Monks. And first time reward, Keyhole Wyvern Company. Rhea relates a tale of describing a sacred artifact said to have been locked away centuries ago. Hearing this, the most loyal members of the church make ready to retrieve it. Got enough to unleash your weapon? We'll do that later.
Then perhaps a holy artifact yet remains hidden in that land.
The same holy artifact the first Emperor of Adrestia used in his effort to unite Fodlan.
Alright, this isn't what I think it is it?
If we could retrieve it, it would go a long way toward preventing an Imperial invasion.
Unfortunately, the area is currently a den of rather villainous scum. And as the Knights of Seros cannot spare any personnel, our options for procuring the artifact are unfortunately rather limited.
The hidden artifact is to do.
I certainly cannot do it alone.
I think we've got him already.
But you are not alone. I will be right beside you.
You will not, Flame. I shall not take you anywhere so dangerous.
That ship is long since sailed. I have already been a part of more battles than I can count.
Yeah, where were you before, Seth?
Perhaps, but still.
I will be coming as well. I have no intention of foisting this task upon the two of you, while I remain behind in comfort and safety.
Oh, this is fun.
You surely jest.
I have already asked Cyril to prepare for my departure.
I see now. You had this all planned before you even mentioned it to me.
I did. Oh, and you need not worry. While it has been a time since I last set foot on a battlefield, I can surely hold my own against a lowly pack of brigands.
That is not my concern. I know your true strength better than any. My worry is that our destination lies deep within enemy territory. If something unforeseen were to occur, and the Church to lose its Archbishop, it would be our downfall. If we truly need this artifact, then I will go. Alone.
You speak of the Church's downfall as a hypothetical, yet it is already upon us. As such, it is my duty to set things to rights.
Is now a good time, Lady Rhea?
We just came back from your bedroom.
Of course, Cyril. Please, come in. Oh, you.
That's an interesting reaction from her.
What are you doing here?
Yeah, I had a feeling you wouldn't like this. Cyril insisted I come, so here I am. You're headed for a den of thieves, right? This kind of stuff is my bread and butter. You should let me help.
Shaz wields the sword of the creator. Oh, that'd be so funny. I don't think that's where we're going, but the way they spoke about it sounded like it could be.
Lady Rhea. So I thought another sword might come in handy. I'm real sorry if I overstepped.
Hey, if you feel like you can't trust me on this one, I'm happy to go find a cozy bed and nap the rest of the day away. So, what do you say?
King Dmitri has spoken quite highly of you. I also hear you lead your own private force and are well respected within the kingdom's army.
Except you reek of those Agarthan scum.
If you are prepared to assist us, I will take it.
I have heard much the same, and yet...
Then it is decided. Oh, and you will be handsomely compensated for your time, of course.
Don't worry about paying me. I know things are tough for the Church right now, so you can consider this one a freebie. I may be a mercenary, but the Kingdom's currently got me on retainer. So let's just combine the two and call it a day, yeah? Besides, it sounds like a pretty simple job to me.
In that case, you have our thanks.
Afraid I can't be away for long, though, or my actual employers are gonna get annoyed.
Our destination is a nearby mountain hamlet.
Mountain
It was
hamlet.
once a holy site for the Church, and apparently has some connection to Saint Indek. Sadly, its history has long since been forgotten. But this is our chance to liberate it from its new and villainous residents.
Turtle Man.
Excellent, Lady Rhea. Let us be off with all speed.
Easy, Flame. I will go on ahead and scout the enemy. You can come later with the others. Ah, and I would like you to come with me.
Glad to.
Cyril, I trust you to keep Flame and the Archbishop safe. Is that understood?
You gonna put that on Cyril?
Yeah, of course.
He sounds very confident about it.
Seteth certainly seems worried about you, Flame.
Oh, this is how he always is.
All right, let's see what we got here. Rescue Seteth. Don't let anybody die. Okay, understandable. Flame is thankfully in a decent class for this. I mean, not much else we can do, right? We're going to try to go for the S rank because I would love that Setlian Monks battalion. 12 minutes, 1,200 kills, 40% damage.
My brother has
See
been
what we got.
captured. Oh, how simply awful.
Sorry for not stopping you, but I promise we'll save you, alright?
The bandits are blocking all of the paths. But which one even leads to my brother?
I
Stop
vote we
blocking.
take them all out. We'll find the one that leads to Seteth eventually.
Whenever it comes to you, dear Flame, Seteth completely loses his composure.
Yes, it truly is. I will give it my
Get a
all.
move on, Flame.
Rather embarrassing.
Appreciate the help, but I was actually surprised you came with us. Why did you anyway?
Honestly, I don't know you churchy types very well, and this seemed like a good chance to fix that.
We shall attack together.
Here it comes!
Turns out earning Dimitri's trust is enough for her. I guess so.
I'm getting stronger.
All right, bye, Blue Mage. Thanks for tuning in. Good luck on your work.
How sad that this land should be forsaken.
My turn. Would you move, please? Go! Out of the way.
Gotta say, this Paralog convinced me Rhea wishes she could adopt Cyril if she wasn't Archbishop. Sedith just wanted it to be him, but Flayn and Rhea schemed to bring Cyril along with themselves. I was really hoping he would go before that. There we go. We did get hit, though, dang it.
This should be a fuse.
Take a breather.
Now we can move forward again. Hold fast, Sedith. We are coming for you.
I don't hear him screaming yet, so...
I fear for Sedith if anything should happen to you.
How are we doing so far? 3-3-3 in a minute and 32. I'd say that's a decent start.
I will give it my all.
Let's get you going here. I guess we do need to get there, but I'm going to have her take out him first. Why not? Having that triple advantage is so nice. Just cut through them like butter. Ooh, hello.
Brother, we found you.
Beat up more mobs. All right, we'll do. That eliminated them pretty quick.
Hope to scout the enemy and secure a clear path.
Both of your celebrations are premature. We still have to deal with these brigands.
Sorry, I just skipped that by accident. Let me take a look at what that was. Defeat the warriors in 8-7. Okay.
Rhea is so powerful. Does she even need me protecting her?
I forgot about these two back here. Can't really do too much about that right now, but whatever. Hope Cyril is not stupid enough to actually fight that sniper and die. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt for now.
You're hurt, brother. Allow me to heal you.
Let us uproot these bandits and locate the holy artifact.
Okay. Would you care to open the gates? Actually, we kind of don't want to go this way. I should probably switch to Flayn and have her help. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do this.
Not a problem. Well, couldn't hurt. Not a problem.
Turn.
And perhaps we will get some information out of them in the process. Sorry to worry you, Flayn. I am better. Now, leave the rest to me.
Oh,
I shall
made it too long.
protect you.
This stronghold will fall.
Grape says, why does Cornelia have, or why does Happy have unique dialogue with Cornelia in Three Houses? Isn't it implied that Cornelia is the one who did a lot of twisted experiments on her? I believe they talk about that in this game as well. In fact, I'm pretty sure she's the reason why the Psy thing occurs, or at least she's part of the reason. Always weird to see a Ouch. Always weird to see a paladin named a thief. Okay, that was a little too painful. We did take quite a bit of damage from that, but we're still doing okay. Unfortunately, though, Flame is not... I'm not the best fighter with Flame, and we don't have the best toys to play with this Flame either. What does Flame's personal do? That might be helpful to know. Aha. Oh god, oh god, okay. Oh, there's two of them now.
They are relying on me.
Right, this is
has been hidden in this land. Do you know aught about it?
this is not gonna go well, considering already I have damage too. Shaz, what are you doing? I need your help. Get your butt over here. Oh, can I switch to Sethith now? I didn't even think about that. That would be really helpful. I can't. Of course. Oh. And of course we got that stupid... I hate that one. Of course, then we missed that. I always forget to take that stupid combat art off. I don't like that one at all. What is it? Invigorating Spirit or something? No me gusta. Rhea is already here fighting on her own. Oh, yeah. That's not what I wanted. What a waste of a slot, am I right? How are we doing in terms of kills now? 826. Doing really good on time. Need 400 more kills.
Do not lose hope. The artifact's value would be lost on one such as him.
There's like literally 0 enemy soldiers around here.
Ancient items nearby.
Actually, I heard there's a shield or something if you go further in.
They actually are going to answer that question, really?
That must be the holy artifact Saint Seros and great Emperor Wilhelm hid away. Let us be off.
We know where to look for it now. We must hurry and see what we can find.
Sethith or I should be able to spot it.
All right.
Indek once had a workshop in this mountain hamlet, but there is no sign of any rain.
So much time has passed that all has withered and faded.
Maybe I let them take care of the paladin.
I only hope the shield itself yet remains intact.
Oh, there's more of them. Rhea's really got a fire under her butt to find this thing, huh? Someone invading the lower left, someone is going to die, Stevie? What are you talking about? What you talking about? Cyril? He's fine. I think we're okay.
Still improving.
I will progress this, though. Let's go take a look up here.
Tenacity impresses.
Does this count?
I found some kind of shield.
Oh.
Could this be the one?
Unfortunately, no. But it must be nearby.
How about this?
More bandits.
Does this count?
They are no match for our combined might.
Does this count for me looking at it?
I found an old shield.
Okay. Yeah, it's doing
That is
it.
nothing more than an old buckler discarded by the bandits. Keep searching.
Archer versus Flyer. I know, I said that before, but he's doing alright down there. Oh, so every time you fail, more paladins spawn.
Here it is. My duty calls.
Oh, I did the wrong one again. Oh, and they have something very bad for Sedath.
Crafted by Indek for Keyhole, and later passed to great Emperor Wilhelm himself.
Oh, that was a close one.
St. Keyhole? Amazing.
Oh, wait, hold on!
Look at her lion.
You lot can't just waltz in here and take my shield. Now, repent.
That was pretty cool. I haven't seen that before. Oh boy. We still need like 200 more kills. I guess Shez it is.
You know nothing of its true value, and greed is all that motivates them. Come, I shall rid you of that impulse.
Yeah. 38. 1050. Are there guys in here? There are. Cyril speaking to us from the other side of the map. What a voice. $11:01. All right, we're doing okay. You have to be careful about damage from this point on because I kind of made some mistakes before. $11:22. Wait, what's the time on that? 3 minutes. Thing is, I hate killing the base captains and stuff because, like, then no more guys spawn. The map starts getting barren and empty and depressing. And there's probably guys in the boss room, right? Let's go take a peek. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. How about purple pots? Anything? Nowhere in sight. $11.50. All right, we're probably fine now at this point. Thing is, how am I gonna really do a number on this guy with a disadvantage? I don't want to switch to Sedath. Oh, that was a mistake. Oh, that was a mistake. Okay, we're still okay though. I can't even see what's happening. Oh, we failed. Sorry, guys. Knew that was bad. When you have like 3 paladins together, it's so annoying because one of them is like always trying to charge. That's alright, we can redo it later. I made too many mistakes with Lane earlier. At this point, I just want to juggle. There's that. It's the Annette death all over again.
May you find peace with the goddess.
Ooh, I never noticed his little chain scarf things.
Let us head back.
It's pretty cool. Went 7% over.
I won't let myself stop here.
It was like 1 cavalry charge.
Yeah, not bad.
That's kind of cool, actually. All right. Did they give us the shield? What's up, Bello?
We successfully drove out the bandits and recovered the holy artifact.
Rhea. Ah, yes. Saros stole, or generously donated a shield for Keyhole to William as a present.
I must thank you all for your help. Truly, the goddess has blessed us this day.
So, that shield is the artifact?
It is actually one of the sacred weapons.
Ah.
I am certain you know of them.
What was the name of that thing? We talked about this shield specifically because Caspar's dad, Count Burgley's, he has little shields like this on him. That they're not quite the same, but they looked very similar, reminiscent to this. What was the name of it? I guess we'll find out in a second.
Oh, right. I remember hearing how Saint Indek made him a long time ago.
I see someone has been studying. Many people mistakenly believe the sacred weapons were forged by Saint Macule. In truth, most were forged by Indek, then imbued with power by Macule.
It is said that this one, the Okine shield, was created by Indek for Saint Keyhole.
Everything always has to have a crazy pronunciation, huh? I called it the Okane shield or something like that. The Okine shield. Okay.
They were such good friends. Or so I once read.
Indeed. But Saros decided to gift the shield to the first emperor of Adrestia instead. Do you know who that was?
It was, yeah, let's see if Cyril knows.
It was, Vil something, right?
Oh, it's Wilhelm?
Wilhelm Paul Resvelg, the only person to hold the title of Great Emperor in the history of Adrestia.
How to pronounce things in 3 houses.
First,
Step
he
1.
ruled over Enbar, but then Saros imparted the revelation of the goddess upon him.
Step 1. Don't pronounce it the way that you think it's pronounced. Step 2. Prophet.
In the blink of an eye, he forged an empire and raised an army to unite the war-torn land of Fodlan. His battle raged for decades. Much blood was shed.
Saros and the 4 saints fought beside the Empire at this time, which is why the struggle is now known as the War of Heroes.
Huh. Did you know all that, Cyril?
Don't use my ignorance to feel better about yourself.
Just constantly throwing him under the bus.
Finally, Nemesis, the leader of the opposing forces, was defeated at the Battle of Tailteen. Having achieved his chief ambition, Great Emperor Wilhelm ceded the throne to his son, Lycaon. Wilhelm continued to assist Lycaon in battle, but Lycaon perished at a young age, and Wilhelm soon retreated into the background. He relinquished this shield to Saros, and together they returned it to Indek's workshop.
Sounds like you're telling this story from memory, Rhea, huh?
It lay forgotten for over 1,000 years.
1,000 years? It doesn't look anywhere near that old.
That is because Uncle Indek was so skilled. In fact, he was the finest blacksmith who ever lived.
Uncle?
Uncle?
I mean Saint Indek. They call him Uncle in some fables, so I misspoke.
Alas, in the present day, the Adrestian Emperor is attempting to eradicate the Church of Saros. They forget their very origins. It is nothing short of pure blasphemy. Here, the shield is yours. We also recovered other useful items from the bandits, and they are yours as well.
What's the reasoning for doing that?
Really?
The Archbishop wishes it.
Just as Great Emperor Wilhelm once used this shield to defeat the wicked Nemesis, I pray you might use it to defeat the wayward Emperor Edelgard.
Why not give it to Dimitri? Like, obviously we're gonna accept it, but I'm kind of intrigued to see what these do, like how the conversation changes.
Thanks, but I don't think I'm worthy of a 1,000-year-old shield forged by a literal saint.
I see. In that case, I will simply have it delivered to King Dimitri directly. Index superhuman talent and Wilhelm's fierce will. Seros's wishes for Fodlan and the blessing of the goddess herself. All these things dwell within the shield. I am certain it will lead the way to victory for you, as well as all adherents of the Seros faith.
I can accept your words at least, and I'll make sure to pass them on to Dimitri.
See that you do. I expect great things from you all.
All right. Okine shield. Oh, my boy. I was thinking we got the Setlian monks, but we did not. We got the Keyhole Wyverns. My good friend, Love Chat, XYZ. Say goodbye again. You are relentless this evening. Matthew. Be gone, bot! I like that. Okay. Keyhole Wyvern Company. Should we give that to Sedith? Probably. Seems appropriate. Did I pass Sedith already? I probably passed Sedith already. Yep. No, we are not giving it to Dimitri. We are giving it to Sedith. Granting you the shield of Wilhelm the Great himself, Araya sees the Holy King Riley really have the divine right to be successors of the original Adrestian Empire. What else did I see? I saw Morphous Magic Core I could give to somebody that I forgot to. See, I was on this stint earlier where I was enjoying giving people alternate things so they were less weak to what they were weak against, but maybe just pure advantage is smarter. Like, make them better at what they're already good at, right? Because being less bad against something isn't necessarily amazing, right? What shall we do? Could do this. We get Aura Knuckles. That's pretty interesting. Why don't we roll right on into this, right? Some Imperial troops are pillaging and razing villages as they retreat. Protect the citizenry and protect further acts. Protect further acts of brutality. Okay. Whoops. Vargas is now the second Holy Adrestian Empire. The other one went bad. This is the real Adrestian Empire. Alright, I see some flyer stuff. However, we did promise
I'll cut them all down
to bring some very specific chaps to this map.
You can leave this to me.
For House Froldarius.
And one of them is named Rodrigue.
Understood.
That's a pretty bro roster right there, right? No heals. No heals, but no cares. It's fine. Right? We'll be fine. I think.
For His Majesty.
Hurry, we can't let them fall.
What are we doing here?
This pressure is exactly what I need to thrive.
Where are they located? I don't really know where to send you yet, but I'm going to send you here.
We must.
I'll do what I can. We mark. I'll do what I can. It's worth a shot.
We must act now.
Oh, perfect. However,
we will proceed as planned. We will proceed as planned. We must strive to perform to the best of our ability.
Oh, that one is, I think.
I'll do what I can. It's worth a shot.
All right, we'll make our way up here. Let's have Rodrigue get that one. That's fine.
Strike with all your might. Let's put this to good use.
Oh, missed you.
A resounding success. Let us crush their defense.
Messenger. Okay. Great.
It's time to move.
Where would that messenger happen to be? I wonder if he spawned like up there, honestly. Because where else would you be, right? Where else would they spawn him? Maybe you should just go looking.
Grant them no mercy.
Hope he doesn't go the exact path behind us that I just passed by. Really, nothing here? Okay, well that
Let's begin.
Served to be pointless.
It's time to move. I've awaited this. Allow me.
Let me go look around then. Where are you?
Grant them no mercy.
Battlefield's not that big.
I'm at a bit of a disadvantage here.
Where's that filthy messenger? Grappler. What the heck? I mean, where is this guy? Maybe he's in the top left? He's nearing forest depths. Where is that? Forest Camp. Forest High Road. What is Forest Depths? I don't even know. Honestly, like, do I care at this point? Maybe not. Kind of over it. I just like wasted a bunch of time. Brian Martins asks, 2 characters that don't have a support that you wish did. Yeah, I guess Catherine and Lysithia would be interesting, going off of what folks said earlier. I'm trying to think though, who else? I mean, me personally, I would just love to see more with Happy, probably. In this game, I don't think she has a conversation with Dimitri. I'm not sure. I don't think so. Alright, I don't know where Forest Depths is, and I kind of don't care anymore. Gotta explore all the keeps. Oh wait, what is going on there? Oh, is he literally right? He's literally right there with to do. That's wow. Okay.
It seems we'll need to shore up
Well,
its defense.
you're not getting to where you're going. That's all I'm saying. Or it has already happened.
We're not losing to anyone.
Is that all? Feeble defense.
What do we have here? Let's get you going up there.
We must strive to perform to the best of our ability.
We must act now. Come! We must act now.
You cannot thank you enough.
What can we do? I'd say we're doing pretty well. Beat up some more dark mages.
So we've done it.
Knowing when to retreat is a vital strategy.
Don't hold this against me.
Wow. Second time in one map that I missed. Okay. we knocked him in. He got in there a little bit at the end, okay? That was better. I was gonna say, second time I missed a flame world kick on somebody that I actually wanted to be in it. Look at that. Didn't even need the special there. Let's see. You are really struggling there, Felix, huh?
We will proceed as planned. We must strive to perform to the best.
Oh, that
of
wasn't
our
even the
ability.
stronghold captain, was
We will
it?
proceed as planned.
Yeah.
We must strive
I'm
to
stupid. I
perform
had
to
the
best
right
of
guy
our
selected
ability.
to begin with, but not anymore. Alright. Okay. You're not gonna hit me.
So we've done it.
Escort them now. Well, that's not good.
Let's begin. I will be your shield.
I'll do what I can.
Where's the other one moving from? Why don't you guard him?
I'm here to help.
We're done for. The rest is up to you.
I will cut you all down. Surrender. That was practically a stroll through the park.
Alright, well this is done. Yes, all the commoners are under attack, I know.
Before the worry sets in.
You called?
I brought this stronghold to its knees.
This is not yet the time for celebration.
Looks like that's it for us.
This isn't looking so good.
Give it up!
You know what they say about playing with fire.
There goes the commoner running behind me. I don't know if you saw that. That was quite funny. Okay. That's looking good. Let's go help Dimitri and Rodrigue, I guess.
I'll do it. I'm here to help.
I'll do it. I've awaited this moment.
I have to fall back.
You won't stop me.
That just absolutely decimates people with this upgraded arid bar. It's like not even fair. There you go, ma'am. All right, we're doing very well. Let's just hope we can beat the boss in time if there is one.
This is all my fault.
Run faster, lady. Your life depends on it. Ah, we're done. Cool. That was pretty easy.
That was close, but we made it through.
Black Fang Dragon says, yeah, he has Yuri instead. Yeah, no happy. No happy, Dimitri.
There is little time for idling.
That's a to-do level, if I've ever seen one.
I need to be stronger, faster.
Got the strong part.
A decent effort.
Female Mortal Savant looks a lot like Constance. On the map we just played. Did not notice that.
I could use this.
Let's check out those Aura Knuckles. The problem is when these drops are like given as quest rewards, they don't have anything cool about them. So like, I don't know that I would really want to upgrade them. It's better to have that secondary effect on it. But that is a pretty good starting item. For sure. If I wanted a mage character who punched people, it could be fun. Constance looks like a Hanya demon. Yeah, exactly. You must think Constance has a pretty scary face. Oh boy. These common folk are so needy. It's like, God, my house is getting destroyed. My life is ruined. Help me, please. Can't they see that I'm fighting a war here? Just kidding. All right, I'm going to go with these guys again. I know it's kind of boring, but I do want to build up that Rodrigue, Dimitri, Rodrigue, Shez, Rodrigue, Felix support. You guys have thoroughly scared me, so we're going to see how this goes.
Will be ours. Together.
Where's the courier? Is this the courier? It's you. Cutting them off, cutting them off, cutting them off. This is the worst decision you ever made. Ooh. The multiple paladins. The multiple paladins. Oh, there's another one.
We must act now, but let us see what we can do.
We will proceed as planned.
We both go deal with that one. Brian Martin's ass, if you could have any of the other characters' parents be playable, who would it be? That's a great question.
I'm sorry. We weren't strong enough.
Oh man, he's gonna make it. He did not. Is that another one? That's another one. Oh well. Count Gloucester would be fun. Burgley's obviously would be pretty cool because he's so strong, but I can't imagine he would be like that unique. I guess they stopped him here, kind of. To do, my friend.
Let's begin. It's time to move.
You are in the right place at the right time.
Before the worry set.
I've awaited this moment.
Oh, my friend, Love Chat's back. I'm a little bit busy.
You won't.
Oh, the Wyvern Lord wasn't even a courier. I kind of thought he was one too.
This is not yet the time for celebration.
Okay. Ooh. Stayed way too long there. Oh, come on. Alright, we're still doing okay. Although S rank doesn't really matter on this one, it's a secondary mission. I really thought I was going to bust his shield before he started charging.
I'm ever chasing Lambert's shadow.
No one can kill Rodrigue. Look at that resistance, okay? 50 res.
Is that all we've got?
Yeah, such a big res booty. Oh, enemy commander already? I mean, we kind of need more kills, but...
I'll do what I can. It's worth a shot.
We will proceed as planned. We must strive to perform to the...
Let's begin.
This battle will make a fine stage for my debut.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Press the right button. I'm defeating Constance again. Goodbye, Constance. Why are you in trouble? Can't even see where I'm going. Oh, I keep forgetting about Rodrigue's timing. Okay. Why is today the day of getting rammed in the face by Paladins and Falcon Knights? .343 Industries.
Surrender. Who will be facing you next?
You did good, but
Oh.
don't get careless.
Okay. Bro came right up to my face. All right, 418, cool. Zapped her.
This victory will be the first step toward our new future.
The only thing that can kill Roddy now is the plot. It better not, honestly. I'd be pretty upset.
I have some fight in me yet.
Ooh, look at all the bullions. One of every flavor bullion. Two units to raise their morale. Let's go with... You know what? Let's go with Catherine and Shamir.
Actually,
All right, well, we're going to do that. We're going to come back later. I love that they acted as if it was like a special one. Meanwhile, it's just like a run-of-the-mill hair clip available at any store. Tristan asks, I was wondering if there's a class you would like to return or a new class altogether. If so, what would it do or specialize in? That's a great question, Tristan. Let me think. I know a lot of folks want Dark Flyer to come back. I kind of agree. I kind of wish there was more of the mixed or like interesting classes, but I would say, what's like an older class from an older game that I kind of miss? A lot of them are still here in spirit, but you know, Summoner was always kind of cool. I don't know that it makes sense at all for this game.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army.
Unless you summon, like, you know, weak soldier NPCs and they run at somebody and do something, but like, I don't see how that's the swiftest way to do combat. But Summoner class is pretty cool. I'd like to see more things like that, where more unique class effects or like roles that they serve.
Allow me to assist with any matters regarding the facilities.
What are we looking at here? What's... Slightly reduces cost of resources and ingredients. Yeah, you could tell I didn't care about that one, huh? Balthus's crest is on the Sword of Moralta and Begalta for some reason, like that guy in the hero outfit, the strategist. What are you talking about?
If I may be of further service.
The where did we see the guy in the hero outfit? Wasn't he in the combat ring? Somewhere over there? I'm not quite sure what you mean, Grapes. Oh, love chat. We're back again. Dimitri needs Griffin Rider so he can be like King Lug. Yeah, Griffin Rider was interesting. Actually, you know what? One that does intrigue me. I don't know that we necessarily need another tier of classes, but I do really miss Trueblade, to be honest with you. I really liked Swordmaster's upgraded class from Radiant Dawn. Trueblade. That was cool. It's like the ultimate Swordmaster class.
Well, how'd it go? Any result's a good result.
Let's see. We got some bullions I can sell. Maybe we should forge some stuff like we talked about earlier.
I carry a little of everything here.
I really should go through and use these stat boosters as well. Maybe I'll save that for next time, though.
Hope to see you again soon.
Halberdier / Sentinel, that's a great one too. Yeah, the fact that like infantry lance classes have been so rare throughout this series, even though they've been like enemy units the whole time, is like really bizarre. Yeah, that's got to come back. I agree. What can we unleash here? We can unleash the Ocane Shield. I don't quite have enough Umbral Steel, though, yet for these other guys. Anything cool in their repair section? Could make some new silver tomes. Actually, I'm kind of intrigued at that prospect. Let's go with one of these. Give me something good. Ooh. That actually looks kind of good. Mercurius? Oh, heck yeah. Ooh. Ooh. I didn't even realize that that was in here. When did I get that? What else do I need? Do I need more lances? I don't know. Let's do an axe.
Is this
just for kicks. Wow. Doesn't look that amazing, but okay. Let's see what we got. I don't see why we don't do that.
Is this it?
From random demonic beasts? Yeah. Well, I know that's how you get some of the better resources, but I wasn't sure if that's how you got Mercurius. Okay. Interesting. Thunderbrand. Actually looking like you're lacking a little bit of might there.
Is this it?
That's better. What we got? Screw it. We are going max Levin sword, baby. I don't even care.
Is this it?
Dorothea has to continue to be a god. Okay. Let's get out of swords. let's give somebody else some love. Okay. Let's see. These don't look that great. Arrow of Indra we got, which is kind of cool, but also once again, no secondary effect there, so it makes me feel guilty to work on it. Do we need some bow love? We could get some bow love.
Is this it? Is this it?
Alright, made those silver gauntlets even better. How about Tomes? Actually, Tomes is where I probably should have started, honestly. I like that one, although you do have less durability. I don't love a lot of these. I kind of like this one. In fact, let's make the durability a little bit more normal on that one. How about that?
Is this it?
Makes happy even better. Even happier. I think we've done enough to that one. Alright, I think that's good for now. Kind of used up all my stuff there. Methodia says, I have like 5 Mercurius, but only 1 Scholar's Tome. Interesting.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
Is anybody maxed here? I don't think so. Oh, you know what we didn't do? This will be fun. Let's do Amiibo. Forgot to do this earlier. Hello. There we go.
Can't wait to see how you do.
All right, first up today, we've got Crom. What will you give, my friend? Brave Bow. Hopefully it's got some cool stuff on it. We got Marth. If I wasn't blocking him so much. Marth gave us the money. Said you're looking a little broke. We got Alm. Alm gave us the Venom Stone ×5. Okay, Alm. You can take that one back. I don't want that one. That wasn't very bro of you. Alright, well that was interesting. I had Celica over here at one point. I think I put her back though. Yeah. The most useless ore ever. I know, agreed. It's pretty sad. Honestly.
Hey, got a minute?
Where's your favorite? Did I not buy the coin for you? I guess I didn't buy the coin for you. You like this though.
Must be my lucky day.
Come to think of it.
Matthew says, what about Crom screamed Brave Bow to Koei? It's random, my friend. It's random. Don't worry. Crom is not attached to the Brave Bow in any way. You like the training weight. Do you like the tasty baked treat? I can't remember.
I'll take it.
Nah. Trying to expand my gifting horizons. Love chat XYZ. God. Probably the name that I say most on these streams. YouTube's really got to get their crap together with this, huh? I mean, we've been dealing with this for like at least a month now. Doesn't seem that hard to get rid of. Anyway, don't believe Love Chat XYZ. It is not the best adult dating website.
We must speak.
I promise. Wait, what did she say?
What do you think?
That was kind of sad. I think we're going with the sunflower for you.
This is giving me great joy.
Methodia says Google, YouTube probably gets money from those spam bots just like their ads. Maybe. What else does Felix like? Oh, you gotta like that.
Oh, this is nice.
Yeah. Oh, you know what we should do? This is what we're gonna do. I wasn't even thinking about this, but we're doing it.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Shall we?
How much you want to bet I could throw a football over the mountains?
Very well. I'll join you.
You know what's sad? I quoted Napoleon Dynamite on Twitter the other day, and I don't think people knew what it was that I was saying. Does that make me a boomer? An old millennial?
Whew. We're even higher than I realized. Do watch your footing. One wrong step could be your last.
See what we got. You find yourself losing your footing. That's exactly what he just warned us against. You fall to the ground, struck by a horrible pain. Ask them for a piggyback ride.
Don't hesitate to ask for help. I have my white magic at the ready whenever you want it.
Somehow I didn't think he would appreciate the piggyback ride comment. Brian Martin says, I wonder how different Felix and Rodrigue would be if Glenn had never died. That's a good question.
I've always encouraged Felix to pursue the path of the blade, but I never expected he'd take to it with such devotion.
They'd probably be happier, truthfully. Yeah, so we have had this one before, which is easy.
Yes, I see.
Let's ask something that I probably didn't do before.
Fraldaria's territory is never far from my thoughts. I know I needn't worry myself, but at times, I can't help but do just that.
Didn't Dedue warn you guys not to eat the weeds? Okay, the worry's not going to help anything, so that's not it. Being optimistic seems good, but would he appreciate the advice better? Or is that weird?
Yes, I see.
All right, that's what I thought.
During our time at the Officers Academy, His Majesty Lambert and I would often skip out on classes in search of adventure. Oh, fond memories indeed.
So you were terrible students. Did I feel like I had this one before. Maybe not. It's got to be that one, right? I don't think shocked is the right way to go. Asking for more details is like okay, but I feel like it's this.
Indeed.
Oh, we were so close. Oh.
I had a wonderful time today. Thanks in no small part to your company. I appreciate it.
Dang it. Phantom Chief says, is this Persona? No, my friend, this is... I don't know if that's a meme or not, but this is Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. The Fire Emblem and Warriors crossover title with characters from Fire Emblem 3 Houses. But we do have expeditions and tea time in this game. I'm tempted. Should we do that again? Hold on, let me take a look at supports. Okay. So that it's locked. I don't know what that means. You guys scared me, though. I hope that means I didn't miss it. Alright, well, that's that for now, I suppose. Tristan says, I just wanted to say have a great night. I have a 16-hour shift tomorrow, and I was wondering... Tristan, you left me hanging, bro. I don't know what you thought of my last question. What was your last question? Let me remind myself. What would your thoughts be on a Fire Emblem game with some romance of the Three Kingdoms tones or settings? I mean, to be fair, Three Houses kind of does have that with the 3 different routes and the 3 nations kind of vying for control, basically. So, and it is like they did work with Koei Tecmo to make it, so it kind of has those influences sprinkled in there. But I guess if we wanted to go even further with that, I mean, yeah, I'd be all in. I really liked what they did with Three Houses. I feel like for it to be like more of a true Romance of the Three Kingdoms story, I feel like more people would have to die. And there'd probably be some more like shocking twists in terms of like somebody stepping down and their son taking over. I feel like your roster of characters on each path or whatever would change up pretty often throughout the story. I don't know how that makes people feel. Like, imagine you were playing like Edelgard's route and she like gets sick and like steps down, and like her daughter in like 10 years, like all of a sudden the game story just fast forwards 10 years and now her daughter or whatever is like gonna try again. That's more like Romance of the Three Kingdoms, from what I remember of playing the actual Warriors games. There's a lot of stuff like that, sometimes heartbreaking stuff. But anyway, if you have to go, Tristan, thank you for tuning into the stream. Appreciate it. I hope you have a good time on your shift tomorrow. That does not sound very fun, so I hope you can make it fun, or hope you like your job. What shall we do? I guess I could keep going on the map with another mission.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
Or we could go for some training. Looks like we could max Flane in her class. That would be kind of helpful. Jonathan says, God, this bot is persistent. It's a bunch of different accounts because I keep blocking them. But yeah, they really quite effective at spamming, truthfully.
A nice sparring session should shake some of the rust off these old bones. I only hope becoming Duke hasn't dulled your blade.
Worry about yourself, old man. Let's do this.
A fine session indeed.
I'll put this to good use.
Excalibur.
Time to work you into shape.
How we doing, Flane? Flane as a Gremory, finally. Aside from that, like, I don't know what else I would do with her. Mortal Savant, maybe? She does get dual Onslaught. That's kind of cool. Flane as a Great Knight would be kind of cool. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, let's keep her going the normal route for now. Thanks, Tristan. Methodius says,
How momentous.
Barbarossa, the secret love child of Dimitri and Edelgard. What? I am the Fell Dragon Memes says, I've recently been playing Three Houses and I managed to recruit everyone to my class on Crimson Flower / Silver Snow. That's pretty cool. I always wanted to do that. I got a lot, I think, in my playthroughs. Like, I was probably missing 2 on the last one I did, which might have been my Crimson Flower one. I got most of them. But yeah, I don't think I've ever done them all, which would be fun to do as well. I always meant to make a guide for that too, because that's a really interesting topic, I think. Because the guide could be split into each route. So whichever route you want to play, go to this section of the video, and then whether or not you're male or female Byleth, because believe it or not, that actually does make a difference, especially with like Sylvain. If you're female Byleth, you basically just get him immediately, which I have always thought was pretty hilarious. But yeah, maybe someday. I don't want to promise it because I'm not good at getting back around to things like that sometimes, but there's definitely a lot more Three Houses guides I would love to do. And in fact, when we're done streaming through this game, I think I'm going to do a stream of Blue Lions Maddening. So maybe that'll get me back in the Three Houses vibe. So we'll see how that goes, but yeah. Methodius says, every character has an alt class that gives them a unique skill. I don't know what you mean, Methodius. Grape says, I always do that and I always kill Raphael and Ignace. Grapes, why? That's kind of sad. That's really messed up.
Right. Huh.
What do you like? I forget what you like. I think you like this randomly.
You really know what I like.
Yeah, bizarre, but okay. I don't know why you like that, but okay.
Hear me out.
A moment of your time.
Oh, I've forgotten about you, Lawrence. We don't even have a C support with you, don't we? Let's get that going.
Oh my, this is lovely. Oh my.
Do we have it? Wait a minute. Oh. Did I hope I didn't miss out on this. I feel like this has been like this for a couple chapters now. Interesting. Yeah, because I feel like every time I come across Lawrence, I'm like, oh man, I didn't get UC supported yet. And then I feed him stuff and it doesn't do anything. Well, I mean, it is doing something, but it's behind a lock, so...
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army.
Okay, we did that.
Everything has its use.
I could probably stand to buy some more battalions, but maybe not yet.
How wonderful.
Honestly, I don't know.
What do you think?
Can I be of use?
This is for Constance. What is Constance like? I honestly don't know. Worth a try.
With trembling hands, I humbly accept.
Alright, let's do the next map. I think I'm going to this one. Oh, I meant to buy a stylish hair clip. Alright, next time. I'm going to do this one because we do have some limited time stuff over here. I think what I'm going to do is maybe do another mission or two, and then we'll probably wrap up the stream for the night then. And I'll do the rest of these off stream, so we'll get caught up. And then the next stream, we're going to be starting with the big moment, that big chapter there, which should be pretty interesting. So I'm looking forward to that. But let's get to this map right now. Just because if I want to S rank these, I don't want to bore you guys doing it on stream, and it is starting to get pretty late. All right, once again, I will be taking the same folks. I apologize about that if that's getting boring, but Just want to make sure we bump up Rodrigue's supports because some of you guys out there really freaked me out about what could potentially happen soon. So I'm going to be mindful of that. I am the Fell Dragon meme says the best way to recruit is gift everyone flowers and focus on specific skills. Like Ingrid can be recruited at D rank flying and the rest of C rank except for Dorothea, Felix, and Ignatz. Yeah, there were certain ones I remember. Like I had to, I think it was it my Blue Lions route? It might have been my Blue Lions route. I had to have Byleth master or at least raise his level in Brawling in order to get Caspar, in order to get the what is it? Caspar Mercedes Paralog or whatever with the Death Knight, which I didn't want to miss. So yeah, there's sometimes you have to do some weird stuff to do it. I recruited Annette first with flowers and Mercedes first while focusing on reason, and Lance to recruit Sylvain, Lawrence, Leonie, and Ash. Yep. What are you talking about, Methodius? Tristan also said, oh, I wanted to say you should look into the Digimon survival game that comes out soon. Is that the one? There was a Digimon game they talked about a long time ago that was supposed to be Fire Emblem-like. There was an article about it. I meant to make a video on it, but I kind of like misplaced it, and I never did. I wonder if that's that game. Maybe it is. If so, definitely worth taking a look at, probably. Alt classes for characters earn those skills. I'm still not sure what you mean, Methodius. Range Master, Shez, Hubert, Caspar, Ash, Plane. Oh, you're doing the hidden things. All right, whoa. Don't spoil it for me, Methodius. Don't spoil it. I know you can get the hidden skills from certain class lines. I don't know the full details of that yet. I do want to figure that out, but maybe once I beat this route, I'm not going to be concerned about it just yet. Digimon, digital monsters. Digimon are the champions, yes.
Let's begin.
That was going around on Twitter the other day, actually. The original English intro.
Majesty's honor.
I'll do what I can. It's worth a shot.
We will proceed as planned. We must act now, before the worries.
Stay strong.
All right, what are we doing here? Defeat the what? Oh yeah, okay.
Win this.
Everyone, advance.
Let the battle begin. All right.
Love when the sound just cuts like that.
Now's our chance. Attack.
Let us trust for the best. I defy you.
I'm all right.
This ends now. I won't lose. I defy you. It's not over.
Wounds are severe. I have to fall back.
Is that Paladin even one of them? I hope that was one of them. I don't remember seeing that little icon next to his name. Where are you?
This ends now. Not yet.
He was facing the wrong direction.
The rest is up to you.
Oh, I see somebody on the move and I don't like it. What do you think you're doing? You trying to go in my base and kill my dudes? more love chat tonight. I don't like. There's not even a point in going after this one. What's up, Mortem Incarnatum? Welcome. Just having a good time here, punching people in the face with the dude, as one should.
All we've got?
Is that pod here? I thought that was a purple one.
Lend a hand, will you?
Alright, well, if he's going to be heading this way, might as well go fix this problem over here. See an ugly sniper. Dedue is the kind of man that you would expect to say, pick a god and pray for his special. Yeah, I think that would work for him. Too bad, what's his face already took it. Frederick. I also almost forgot his name there for a second. I was going to say Ferdinand. I was like, definitely not. Okay, I am getting way too hurt. Alright, we got more dudes attacking him. Aha.
Taste more bitter than blackest coffee.
That was quick.
We're not losing to anyone.
How are we doing on everything? Okay. Yeah, that's why I hate these missions where it's like eliminate all the enemy dudes in the map or whatever, because it's never the truth. You do that for like half the mission and it says, oh yeah, forget about that mission. It's not your real mission. Now beat the boss. It's kind of pointless. Jeez. Where is that pesky Gremory? Of course. You guys are.
We will proceed as planned.
You guys are just messing around over here.
We must act now, before the worry sets in.
Why is everybody weak against that Great Knight?
Let us see what we can do.
Every NPC drinks coffee in this game. Nobody appreciates tea anymore. It's true. I don't understand it.
We weren't strong enough.
And they like black coffee, which is not good either. It's crazy, honestly. Wait, but this guy is running towards the boss.
I'm sorry. We weren't strong enough.
Tell me how that is supposed to work. That you are literally running to make it to the boss.
What? I should not be struggling so.
Okay, he just needed to get here.
Let's see how they deal with this. This will be your grave.
This, the Mortal Savant class with the Starry Night Sky in the background. It's kind of cool. Fits his vibe.
I would appreciate some help.
What are you doing, Rodrigue? Can you, like, heal yourself, maybe? You ever think of that?
We will proceed as planned. We must strive to perform to the. We must act.
We're almost there with that. Let's get you going. Oh, there's more. Just barely, but there's more. Alright, let's get you going.
Do what I can.
Over here as
It's
well.
worth a shot.
Let's swap. With this slander. See that? See how simple that was? What were you guys doing up here, huh? Goofing off.
All would be lost if I were to die here.
Oh, love chat. Oh, we have nearly ruined my chances of S ranking by 1%. Let's see. I think at this point, nothing else matters. We should just go for the boss, right? But this, we need to get out of here. Oh, okay, that's bad. That's dead end. I'm gonna tell you to go here.
Come. I've awaited this. Allow me.
Now, why don't we have everybody come here? This might be tricky, though. I gotta do this without taking 1% damage. I don't know if that's possible.
Magnificent of you. You've made us proud this day. His Majesty
Oh,
most
oh,
of all,
okay,
no
okay.
doubt.
That was close.
I'm dragging the others down.
Are we still on it? Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. You, we're supposed to go up here. Forgot to tell you what to do next. That doesn't help. Oh, how are we doing for time? That might be bad. Oh, 20 seconds. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get it. I guess I can't care anymore. I spent a little too much time caring about the original mission, I guess. And the side missions.
Stand down.
Oh, even. Oh my god, everyone is dying. Everyone is dying. Doesn't matter. Get in the tent. There we go.
This will make a fine foothold.
Well, I think that was beyond 20 seconds. Oh, it wasn't over? What the? Oh, and I gotta beat that one. Even worse.
Stand back. You call. It's time.
Let's get this little pot for you. Felix, you need to get your own somewhere. Somehow.
We march on me.
So let's go like this.
We must strive to perform to the best of our ability.
Let's begin.
I'll do what I can.
At this moment.
What are you guys talking about? Shadow Fate says, everyone talks about coffee and tea, but hot chocolate goes unappreciated. I like hot chocolate. Hot chocolate's awesome. What are you, a milk drinker? Alright, let's see. Felix, get yourself this little, where is it? Sustenance here so you don't die.
It's time. I shall take the lead.
What is he doing? He's not having a good time. There he goes.
Let us take this moment to bask in the joy of victory.
The beloved ass rank. Gotta love it.
This strength will serve His Majesty well.
To do with the magic and the res.
A decent effort.
Done with the War Master class. Okay, that's fun.
I'm getting better.
Ooh. So speaking of which, here's the innate abilities. When a unit masters a class, they will sometimes gain an innate ability that isn't listed among the acquirable abilities.
How can I best use this power?
Was that because of Dimitri or Dedu? That's my question. Ooh, we got an inverted magical steel bow. Get over here, Anna. All right.
I have an idea.
New battle plan. Slightly increased chance of raising a unit's charm when leveling up. I'm sorry, Felix. I think I'm saying no to that one. Did you learn Prepared to Die? Yeah, I was going to go look at that right now and see what it was. Rapidly restore warrior gauge when HP is at 25% or below and the warrior gauge is less than 1 bar. Interesting. That's pretty cool.
Hey.
Dimitri wants to go on an expedition. I guess we're going to do that. Select 2 units to increase their support points. I think we know what we're doing here, folks. Purveyor's licenses are really good. Okay, cool. Let's head back to base. And I think we'll wrap up the stream with that Dimitri expedition. That should be pretty fun. Let me do this stuff, though.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome, Jonathan. I like that.
Everything has
I don't
its
know
use.
everyone's innate abilities yet, and I know Methodius was sharing some of them earlier, but I don't want to know them just yet because I'd rather progress characters naturally this playthrough instead of like knowing that they'll get a special hidden ability if I take them a certain way. I think after this route, I'll look it up. In fact, that's probably worthy of making a video on, truthfully, once I know. What do we want to do here, though? Greatly expands the number of dishes, increases chance of successfully cooking. Let's do that one. Shez is an awful cook. Then we have either further increases types of goods sold by the item shop or increases the types of resources and ingredients. I should probably get these, to be honest. I just don't really care about those. Do I want to use my Purveyor's licenses on that? I feel like most of these later upgrades take the Purveyor's license. This one doesn't. No, this one doesn't either. Maybe I was mistaken. Well, I guess we better use them then. Hey, camp is now level S.
But
Let me know if I may be of further service.
I will take it. That means things should look different, right? I don't know how that works. Is it automatic that your camp just changes? Or is it once we leave and come back? Am I noticing anything different? I don't think so. What are we doing? Dimitri. Methodius says, since the Japanese name for Three Hopes is still Spring, Summer, Fall, and Winter, the future DLC must have a fourth route based on winter akin to Silver Snow. Rhea is basically an ice-breathing sky dragon. I guess maybe that's kind of a spoiler, Methodius. Be careful with that, please. You have been nearly spoiling me all night. I thought there's a route split in this route. Don't answer the question. But I thought there's a route split in this route, and maybe that counted as that or something similar. I don't know. I have no idea. But yeah, it is interesting because they could have named it Warriors Three Houses, although that's kind of repetitive and weird. So I see why they did Three Hopes, which is interesting. But it's just cool to know that the Japanese version is not called Three Hopes. Shadowed Fate says, I feel like any of the skills that take effect when you're 50 or 25% low on health are slightly useless, only because if you're going after S ranks, a big goal is to not lose health. I totally agree. Yeah. I've kind of felt that way too. Matthew says, but why wouldn't they have Church Route in the base game to begin with? Oh, yeah. I don't know where Liker's coming in, but Liker says, I'm a Dr. Pepper kind of dude over here. I like Dr. Pepper. It gives me a stomachache every time. And soda's not great for you, but it does taste good. I will give you that. I'm just deleting love chat again for hopefully the final time tonight. All right, let's take Dimitri on an expedition, and that'll wrap up the stream for today. And then next time when we come back, we will do the Chapter 12 mission, which should be pretty exciting. I don't know what I'm going to do, to be honest. I don't...
Indeed. Do you have a moment?
I don't know yet. We'll see.
Absolutely.
I wonder.
Should I have disagreed with him? Perhaps. See if we can get a perfect conversation with Dimitri.
I'm sure Dedu wouldn't mind, as long as you are the one accompanying me.
Ooh.
Where are we heading today?
Special events galore.
I find great comfort in the cool waterfront air. Let's remain here for a while, shall we?
Agreed. Wooden fish toy floating by the shore, solitary and dejected like a lone sailor lost at sea. Does he care about fish?
I am sure its owner misses it terribly. I would be glad to help you look for them.
Yeah, I figured he'd like that because he likes doing good deeds.
I have seen much death, often dealt by my own hand. The idea that one can die with dignity is sadly nothing more than a myth.
The idea that one can die with dignity is sadly nothing more than a myth. Would he like me to disagree? I don't think so.
Greetings.
Well, there goes that. That was a tough one. That was a really tough one.
Seeing my people and my friends happy for one. Beyond that, perhaps sparring and maintaining my weapons.
Watch, these other two are going to be dirt easy.
Do be kind to Felix. His new duties seem to be taking more out of him than I think he realizes. I implore you.
All right, well, that's okay.
Thank you. I had a good time today.
Alrighty, folks. And with that, I am going to bring the stream to an end. I'm sorry about that, but thank you for sticking around and tuning in with me for this long, for as long as you have. It is getting late over here, though. It's almost 1 in the morning. And we do have more maps that I could do, but I will do them off stream because they're just, you know, side maps, basically. And we will come back for the epic Chapter 12 next time. We're going to see what happens with that and any potential route split or whatnot that could happen from there. So we're going to see where that goes. And I guess I'll just pick, I'm not going to look it up, but I'll pick whatever option seems like the right way to go for me and see where the rest of this playthrough takes us. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you had a great time. I will be back. I'm not sure when. I'm not sure if I'll be back this weekend, but if I am, I will be sure to announce it in the Discord and or Twitter, unless I fail to do that. But just keep your eyes peeled on the channel and turn on notifications if you want to make sure to absolutely be here for the next stream. Once again, thank you so much. Methodius, this was the first time I saw you, so thank you for tuning in today. Jonathan, you've been here a couple times. I appreciate you, my friend. And Unknown Gaming, you're a pretty common name, so thank you. Shadowed Fate, I think you're new, but thank you for tuning in tonight. But with that, guys, thank you. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Have a good night. Bye.